All right, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is going on with everybody out there? Hope everybody's having a fantastic hump day. Let's fucking go. What are you guys drinking today? You guys drinking anything? I got my water right here. James, what the fuck are you drinking over there, bro? What you got? You got that quad vod?
Quad vod espresso, quad vod, vodka lemonade and lime, and of course a can of Foster's, because you Australian men are as weak as piss, and us English men are strong and virile. Are you watching Liam Gray? I challenge you, Liam Gray, to a fight.
Yeah.
Marquis of Queensbury rules. The strongest man on the internet, James Domenico Grabham, taking on all challenges.
Now, James, you told me that you had like a little kerfuffle right before you went live. What happened, bro? You had a big mishap.
Apparently, today there was a big thing. We had the solar eclipse.
Yeah, I saw that. I got that pulled up. Yeah, why didn't you talk about it?
Right, the solar eclipse. That was the last one I'm going to see in my lifetime.
Really?
And it was a big, pile of shit and a letdown. But James, he wasn't on the ball. He left the back door open.
All right.
And he left the back door open, and in popped a fox.
Like a real fox?
And the fox got into the hen house.
Like, this isn't just...
I don't like where this is going.
Is this like a word for like women? Like, do you call them birds and foxes?
Sadly,
or is this like a real
not.
fox? Oh, okay.
Believe it or not, the greatest lover in the
I thought he
history
meant
of
back
online
door,
content
as in his back door.
is going through. It's going through a lean spell. I can't believe it, but it's true. But no, the fox got in and he totally destroyed my setup. Light on the floor, 2 tablets on the floor, stand on the floor, mic on the floor, headphones on the floor, shades on the floor.
Did the fox want to do some streaming? Does he want to be a podcaster? You should have had him on.
He wants to be a superstar online DJ like me, but he just hasn't got what it takes. John's a technical whiz, and I'm a complete fuck up in that department. But I managed to get some scotch tape. I managed to do a little finagling, and we've got ourselves some kind of setup. And I still look half decent.
I
did stroke the fox though, so if I die of rabies during the stream, you know who the culprit was.
Did you touch the fox? You actually touched it?
I touched the fox to get him out of the house.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right before stream. Get your heartbeat going a little bit. Get your heartbeat going.
Have you ever tickled a fox?
I have, but it was a woman. It's a euphemism. I've never actually touched an animal fox. I've touched some foxy women, but not really an animal fox. So let's fucking go.
John's in Miami, so he's got all them fat foxes, isn't he? All them fat Latinos.
Yeah, he's got all the gators. And then we got the main man himself, all the way from Miami. It's Miami, John. He's going, Cerebro? Cerebro, is that you, Mr. X? Are you the Spanish Mr. X, the Cuban Mr. X? What's going on, John?
Not much, man. Just here, ready to stream. We got Bruvs Unite tonight. Later on tonight, I go on. It's stream days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's go.
Yes, let's fucking go.
Is that with PT Pod?
Yep. So that'll be on tonight, 2 a.m. Eastern time, God's time.
Okay, fantastic. So that's 11 Pacific time, and you're gonna PT Pod on Rumble. We got to make sure we plug that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll be reposting your link for sure. We want to jump in there.
You got to stop drinking those energy drinks. I tell you, you and D-Wag are gonna die before I ever get to meet you. You live off that fucking energy drinks, man.
Yeah.
Drink some milk or something. I don't know, some milk or some water or some alcohol. It's all that sugar.
Yeah, get some of that alcohol.
This one has no sugar. It's no sugar.
They tell you that, but you don't believe it, do you?
No sugar. Let me go on, John.
I was gonna say it's got erythritol.
Erythritol? What the fuck is that shit, bro? Is that
it's a sugar alcohol?
Oh, it's okay. That makes sense. I would say, is it like taurine or something? Let me jump in.
I think it has that too.
Yeah, of course. Creatine,
good for you, man.
Heroin, cocaine, got all that good stuff in there. Nicotine. Of course,
I wish.
Of course. You got your mainline in that shit. Let me jump down in the chat and say what's up to everybody. Of course, we got Professor Grass. Shout out to you, Professor Grass. I think, James, didn't you just do a stream with Grass? So how'd that go?
Yeah, me and Grass just done a movie stream. We're looking to do more movie streams. And like I said, I'm one of those guys. I'm like Hootie from Hootie and Gina Morello. I refuse to stream with people that I don't like. So you will never see me stream with those Dabbleverse dickheads who I despise with a passion. But Professor Grass, he is standard, he is quality, and I want to. I said to him, if you're streaming, drop me the link. I'm gonna be like. Professor Grass is going to be my home from home in the future. We got to get his channel up.
Yeah, we got to get
He's been demonetized on YouTube. He's been demonetized on Rumble, and he's one of the best in the business.
Yeah, so Grass, what's your channel? Grass, if you're in the chat, drop your link down there so people can find you. I'm not sure I know it's on Rumble, but he also does YouTube as well. So shout out to Professor.
He does gaming streams.
Yeah.
We're going to do movie streams.
Yeah,
he also does streams talking about random shit that no one seems to care about, but they should, because you want to support young, up-and-coming streamers. There's a lot of deadwood out there, and these fuckers refuse to leave.
They do.
So we're going to have to beat the shit out of them until they go.
They're all geriatric. We got to kick their ass. Good thing Grass is pretty tall, though.
Shmuel Buckman.
Yeah.
Mersh was watching Shmuel Buckman.
That was
so
a rough watch. Yeah, that was a rough watch.
I was watching an old Jew who I like old Jews, chatting up Keanu's big nose mother, who I don't like. You know? And then you had that old Harridan Keanu.
Yeah.
And I like that Mercy's watching this because he's getting paid. But I'm thinking, I'm the fucking idiot that's watching the guy watching this. I've got to go to bed.
Now you're telling us about the guy watching the guy watching the guy.
Yeah.
I hear you, bro. So we got She Sells SoCal. Shout out to you, Pat. Good to see you. Who else we got? We got Swag Tunes. D-Wag says, I don't know if I'll come save the stream today. D-Wag, what the hell, bro? You got to come save the stream, bro. Let's go. Where D-Wag at? I think he's like Beetlejuice. You got to say his name 3 times. D-Wag, D-Wag, D-Wag. Yeah.
Arsehole.
Yeah, let's go. So come on, D-Wag, where the hell are you at? Then we got Forrest Mommy. Shout out to FOMO. Good to see you, FOMO. Was watching your stream last night. I think it was last night. Yeah. Was it good? I think James, did you pop on there or no? Or you just
I was king of the chat.
Oh, you were in
there
the
was
chat.
a guy on there. He talks a lot. And there was Toasty. And now I remember Toasty when she was bald as a cue ball.
Yeah.
But now she's got hair.
Yeah, she's
so it makes
fuzzy.
her more attractive.
Yeah, helps.
I'm wondering, should I give her a bit of the old grab 'em charm?
I think so. Bro, let it all loose, bro. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it can't be any worse than my Courtney endeavors, can it? That turned into a fucking that turned into a nightmare, I tell you.
You got friend zoned on that one, bro, for sure, bro.
I'm just not popular enough or gay enough. You know, Mike Harlow's gay, and then there's also more popular people. Apparently, you know, she'd rather stream with Vaughn Coleman than me. Yeah. Can you imagine it? The ego took.
He's got a good smile. Vaughn Coleman's got a good smile. I don't know, bro.
I know, and he's a comic book artist, so I take it that's big in Courtney's world.
I guess so. Know. Yeah. Shout out to Nacho in the chat. Who else we got down there? Hillbilly Harry. He's living large. Good shout out to Hillbilly Harry. He just posted something with Jared. Jared did a funny dance. I'm trying to say Jared needs to have more social media. He needs to blow up, bro. Jared needs to blow up. Who else? We got Tank Ferretin down there. He says, good afternoon. Wait, what did he say? I think he said good afternoon. Where was he? It just moved. Oh, yeah. Good afternoon to all you magnificent bruvs and bruvettes. Well, good afternoon to you, Tank. Tank's getting ready to do himself a 24-hour challenge, a comic book challenge, where he's going to draw 24 pages of a comic book in 24 hours. I believe that's what it is. So he's also going to stream it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Be on the lookout for that. I'll be reposting that. I'll be in the chat trying to razzle his dazzles, trying to rustle his jimmies and get him going. So that's what
you listening, Vito? 24 pages in a day.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it can be done. Yeah. You know, Vito, you need the inspiration to get your comic book out, mate. You know, come on.
Yeah, I hear that, bro. But there are some pitfalls that come up. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about some of the pitfalls of comic booking.
You've been through it, and you'll go into it when you want to go into it. But you know, it's not as easy as people think. It's not as hard as Vito makes it.
Yeah, no,
but it's not as easy as people think.
Right. Yeah, the ship is righted. We're on a good path now. We'll be the execution will be within the next week, so I'm excited about that. We got a new printer.
It's amazing, isn't it, that the comic book sphere is kind of like the mafia. There's some devious individuals.
A little bit.
It's all very like family, isn't it? You've got this family and you've got that family, and they're all at war, and then you're stuck in the middle, and they try and shaft you. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Shout out to Big B Trucker out there. Hope you're having a good time on a short haul or a long haul, or just at home chilling with the family. Tank is asking.
Yeah, I reposted something of his today, didn't I? The fish and chips.
Yeah.
Showing me American fish and chips. Look nice.
Yeah, it looked good. Maybe he wants some fish and chips. Tank's asking me if that was an F-Zero song in the intro. No, that was a what was it? What do you call it when you falsetto or no? When you sing with just the voices.
Acapella.
Acapella. Thank you, John. That was an acapella of Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Yeah, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Let's go. Da 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 da. Who else we got in the chat? Shout out to Kelly Cat. Hope you're having a good time, Kelly. What are you up to? Is it rain? I've got a lot of buddies back in Indiana, Kentucky. They're telling me it's raining right now. Is that what's going on? Shout out to Hobo Chili Recipe. Hope you're having a good time.
I just think of Kentucky and getting drunk on Kentucky bourbon. I mean, that would be the life, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just like going to the distillery and getting drunk all the time.
They got a ton of them back there. Yeah, I think isn't like they got a ton of bourbon. I think isn't Jim Beam back there? If not there, in Tennessee.
Is that moonshine country? Yeah. Do they moonshine?
Oh
as well?
Yeah, they moonshine White Lightning all the time, bro. They got all kinds of sour apple or watermelon or all kinds of moonshine back there. 100%. Yeah, 100% true. So it's pretty good out there. And then who else we got? I think, did we get everybody? If you want me to shout you out? Oh, wait, we got Mersh in the chat. Shout out to Mersh. Let's give Mersh a nice round of applause. Fucking going and having that fun Keanu stream last night, jumping on there with Mrs. Keanu. The older,
he wanted
the
to
elder.
shout out the mother, didn't he? The dirty dog. He saw that big old nose and those wrinkles, and he was like, "I'm getting in there." You know what I'm saying?
That was a lot of fun though. I had a good time watching that. Had it on while I was trying to get a couple things in order with that whole thing going on, the drama. I'll tell you guys all about it later. But it was good to see that.
What's the husband's name? What's it? Gino Bisconti.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I actually feel sorry for that guy because if that's your wife and that's your mother-in-law, mate, I'll be getting a divorce, mate. I tell you, I wouldn't be hanging around. If I had to put up with those nagging bitches, left ear, right ear, 24/7, mate, I'm getting out of that. She must be dynamite in the sack for him to stay around. I'm telling you,
bro, it's got to be. But they can chitter chatter, can't they, James? They are going back and I said, what?
She didn't like old Small, did she? Small Jew man.
No,
she did not like him.
No, yeah, we were watching Nightwave last night. Yeah, it was fun to watch Mersh barge in there because he definitely saved that fucking stream. Because I was even like, bro, Mersh, I don't know if I can watch this much longer, dog. Get in there.
It has come to something though, isn't it? When you've got this tiny little Jewish man with the charisma of wet cardboard telling you how to be a successful streamer. Going to Keanu. Hey, if you want to be a success in the dabble, no one wants to be a success in the Dabbleverse, mate. You have trans freaks in there. You have weirdos. You have that English guy Rochi, the most boring guy online.
Yeah.
He's like, who wants to be around these people? I'd rather watch fucking paint dry.
Yeah. Kelly in the chat says, yeah, they had a lot of rain, but after traveling across country, for 10 days with no rain, it's great to get home and have some rain. Yeah, there's nothing like thunderstorms in the South, bro. Then you got the lightning bugs right after the thunderstorm, and you got that nice smell. And then you want to have an iced tea and just sit out on the porch in your rocking chair and throw rocks at little raccoons as they run by. That's kind of what you want to do. Hobo Chili Recipe says, Buffalo Trace, and then there's nothing else. Yeah, 100%. Tank says, be right back, pause the show. Tank, I'm sorry, bro, this is all live, you can't pause the show. Tank, you crazy. I know he's just teasing.
He's drawing.
I know he's just teasing. But no, how you feeling over there, John? We want a little medical update on you. Make sure you're still you got the ticker going. Are you full cyborg yet? Did they put a pacemaker in and all that? No. You still doing all right with all that health and everything?
You
look great though.
Healthier.
You look fantastic.
Cutting out all the bullshit except for stream energy drinks and
yeah, but you're still smoking, right? Because you gotta lose weight somehow.
Of course.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Ray's getting really good at lying. I think you look terrible, John.
No, he looks fine. He looks great. No,
you do. You look like you do. I mean, well, if a heart attack or whatever it was can't shock you into getting better, getting healthy, I don't know what will do it.
Yeah.
It was pneumonia.
Yeah. But you're back.
All right, it was pneumonia.
You're good.
Heart attack.
Did you give up? Did you give up drinking, or are you still drinking?
No, I don't drink. I rarely drink.
Rarely.
It's like so
drink.
rare
Okay.
That,
yeah.
I've had since my birthday stream that we were supposed to do, but kept on having technical difficulties. I still have that bottle just sealed, sitting around waiting for next birthday, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I was going to say, did you guys see this where Conor McGregor is going to start drinking now to support Brad Pitt because he started drinking? So I was going to ask you, John, are you going to start drinking to support Conor McGregor, who's supporting Brad Pitt?
I might have to. to.
Yeah, you got to, bro. 100%. We know that James never stopped drinking. So are you supporting Conor McGregor supporting Brad Pitt?
I support Conor McGregor and Andrew Tate in everything that they do. You know, they're my kind of people. You know what I mean? I like their extracurricular activities. No, it's like excessive drinking is a concept created by women. You know, it's ridiculous. There's no such thing as excessive drinking. You can never drink too much. You can never party too much. You can never have too much fun. Don't listen. Brad Pitt, and if you had the life that Brad Pitt had, like continues with Angelina Jolie, wouldn't you turn to drink? I'd be drunk all the time.
Bro.
His kids are turned against him. They changed the name. They're probably going to turn out trans.
Yeah,
one is trans.
Could you imagine being Brad Pitt and having access to all the women, so you get the best women that you can get, and then turns out that she's a raging bitch, bro? Can you believe that? That would be wild. That would be crazy. Wait, can you still hear me?
Story of our lives in it. That's why we're single. We've dated too many bitches. You know what I'm saying? We can't find a good one, can we?
100%. Let me get this Ko-Fi going real quick. My widget's still not working. We got Embed coming in. Shout out to you, Embed. He throws us a little bit of money. He says, Drinky. Love the new versions of Super Killer covers, by the way. Nailed it. Well, Embed, you're going to be really excited because a piece of artwork that you purchased is also getting printed with the Super Killer book. So you're gonna love that. You're gonna have that. You're gonna be lucky enough to get an increase in your investment on that. So thank you for always supporting us, and thank you for making us look good, bro. I sure appreciate that. But it
doesn't make me look good. I always look good.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, did you? What about the AOC thing? Isn't that crazy, James? AOC breaking up with her husband or boyfriend or whatever.
Have you seen him? I'm not surprised she didn't break up with him sooner.
Yeah, here he is right here. Yeah, I got him right here pulled up. I don't know.
When am I going to get to see AOC? Because that's not the same person.
No, that's AOC right there. That's
no way.
Yes, that's AOC right there. She broke up with the guy, and apparently everybody's really excited about it, bro. I guess Alex Stein, it's your shot, bro. And then of course John made me see this 100%. Check out that booty. She got a nice ass on her. Not gonna lie about that. Can't complain. Is she trading up to a higher league? I saw her freezing her eggs, John. What are your thoughts about that?
You know, the minute I saw her freezing her eggs, I knew it was over.
You called it, didn't you? Because you told me. Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I fucking called it. There's no way that she wanted to have a baby with this guy. Yeah. Otherwise, she would have just had a baby with this guy already.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's like a total fucking cuck loser looking guy.
Strange looking guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got those weird eyes.
Yeah. And of course, everybody's saying, here's the Latina special. You got her on 32 on the left. 37. Is she starting to turn into Torta, John? What are your thoughts? I mean, it
definitely looks like it.
Yeah, she does.
She hit that wall hard.
Yeah. And then is that how you save your eggs? Is you sit into your subcutaneous, I guess.
I think they inject this stuff into them, which then makes them ovulate and pushes a bunch of eggs out, and then they extract the eggs somehow. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on the process.
Yeah.
I've never quite had it done myself.
Oh, you've never saved your eggs?
But,
okay.
No, I've never saved my eggs. Yeah. But, she should have saved them when she was 32, not 37.
I know, right?
She's got all the, retarded
that's what I was going to say.
On left.
Why she saved the retard eggs? We got Hobo Chili in the chat. He says he's seen better asses in Kentucky. Hell yeah, I just started watching Justified again. And I tell you, I'm Team Ava all the way. I got the whole season here on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever it is, and I threw it in. I started watching it again. I absolutely love Justified. John, have you seen Justified?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got to watch it, bro. It takes place in Kentucky. A lot of places that I've seen. I'm sure Kelly Cat knows what I'm talking about. All over Kentucky. Absolutely love that show. But Ava, I'm Team Ava all the way. I know Mersh was like saying, no, you got to go with Winona. Winona's the I'm
the one that I'm Raylan's wife.
Yeah.
Raylan's wife is the fit one.
That's what. Okay, I'm gonna pull him up here. Ava on Justified.
What's her name in real life? Natalie Zager or something. Natalie something like that. But yeah, she's the fit one.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So
I noticed that Mersh posted a picture though, didn't he, of Jenna Ortega, and she's hit the wall a lot quicker. She's still in her 20s. She looks like shit.
Yeah, Raylan wife on Justified. Let me pull that up real quick too. And I got to get the chat's idea. What does the chat think? Who is the chat gonna go with? Let's see here. Okay. Here's Ava right here. This is Ava. The first woman that I was talking about, okay, and then here's Raylan's wife right here, the one that James is talking about, the fit bird. I don't know, James. I don't know. This is what she looks like. What are your thoughts? And of course, this is Raylan right down here, Timothy Oliphant right there. But I love that show, Justified. It's a fantastic show. And let me know in the chat, who would you guys go for? Would you guys go for Winona? This is Winona right here on screen right now, or would you go for Ava? This is Ava right here, the actress who plays Ava. And James, you would go for Winona. John, who would you go for? Ava or Winona?
Ava looks more attractive to me.
Oh, she's a knockout, bro. Come on. I had a girlfriend that looked very similar to her a while ago, bro. She'll fucking knock out.
John's going blind, obviously. Something wrong with his eyes.
What? No.
He needs to get glasses.
No,
he needs to get glasses.
No. That's funny. Shout out to Sunny Day with a gray cloud. He says, must be something wrong with my phone because John looks black. John, you're not black. Maybe you just have the settings down too far. But Gray Cloud says he's going with Winona. So he's Team Merce, Team James over there, bro. Well, okay. Going with the Winona. And nobody else is picking Ava. Blonde hair, blue eyes, no, not in fancy anymore, huh? I always thought Winona kind of looked like a little bit like a horse or whatever. But no big deal. No big deal. But
she scrubs up well, though, doesn't she? The other ones, it depends what you want to go for. Do you want a bird that scrubs up well,
okay,
looks good, or do you want someone who's a bit more trashy? You're all going for trashy.
No,
I'm going for like
she's not trashy. I'm
crazy. Going for scrub. Yeah, she comes from the holler. She's dirt, mate.
She's an actress playing that character, my friend.
No. You can tell she's really dirt. She's trash.
No. Okay, or here's a third option. Would you go for AOC? What do you think, James?
Nah, she's gonna go for a black, I reckon. That's what she's looking for. Next gotta be black.
Blacks. What do you think, John? Are you going for AOC, or are you gonna change your vote or no?
No, she's got those crazy eyes, but I don't think she's gonna go for a black necessarily.
Okay, who do you think she's gonna go for? Yeah,
she's gonna go for whatever guy will slap the shit out of her and put her in her place, which is the kitchen.
Oh, is she gonna find any of that in I think
Washington, she's gonna go after a Latin man.
A Latin man. Oh, okay. Yeah. Little Marky Mark.
Maybe her and Marco Rubio hook up or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Marco Rubio, or
except he's gay, so I don't know.
yeah, 100%. What about what was that singer who was with J-Lo? Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, man. Maybe she's gonna get the little tiny Mark Anthony type. He's got the short man syndrome. He's like a chihuahua, and he's just angry all the time.
All I know, she's gonna have to find a man soon because she's blowing up like a balloon. I mean, Jesus, she's as fat as a fucking house.
Yeah, look at that. Her pants in that second image are asking for relief, 100%.
Right. If you're gonna get with a bird, right, that's gonna chew your ear off 24/7.
24/7.
You want her to be skinny and attractive. Yeah. You don't want to come home to a fat lump, do you? Look at the state of it.
No, well, you know she's a good bartender, right? Because that was her job before she became a congresswoman. But
she was probably shit at that as well. Because she's got to be a good bartender. You need to have chat. You need to have rapport. You need to do the bands. And every time I've heard her speak, she's a condescending cunt.
Yeah. What do you think, John? Do you think she's going to be a good cook? You think she can cook good if a guy's going to get with her? Because she has no cooking skills.
No, she isn't she a commie? Doesn't she want there to be no food?
Yeah, she wants no food. What about our guy Alex Stein? Does he finally have a chance, John? Is he gonna make his way with a big booty Latina?
I don't know if he'd want to at this point. I mean, unless he's in. I think he's into Latinas with big booties, not blimps.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you might be right.
He's got fit though, isn't she?
Yeah.
He's got a nice little blonde, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got a blonde. Yeah.
If he wants to shoot a shot, now's his chance. While she's got, all that little extra fat, but she's not quite a blimp yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could be a pimp on a blimp. There you go. It could work out.
Oh, well, actually.
It could work out, right? Maybe he kind of likes that.
There we go. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. Kelly says in the chat, James James likes blondes. AOC wouldn't work for him. Hillbilly Harry says, a little trashy is always fun. Hobo says he likes blondes too. Bro, I love blondes too. Who doesn't love blondes, bro? If FOMO's still around here, she knows my favorite saying is, there's always room at the bar for a blonde. Let's fucking go. So
blondes do it better. You know what I mean? It's like, if you've got a blonde, why would you want anything else? You know what I mean? Even though I've gone against the blonde.
Yeah.
So I've kind of like a bit of a hypocrite, but
we find ourselves in opposite positions, because normally I'm not really big on blondes, but I just didn't find that brunette particularly.
I don't think so either.
Compared to the blonde.
I don't think so either.
It depends, it's the look, innit? I think her name's Natalie Sayer. She probably doesn't look too good now, but I've seen her on a lot of TV shows, and she just kind of scrubs up well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that. She's always presentable. She's always got the same look. She don't really change. So if it comes to that, and a girl that looks like she could go downhill quick, I'm taking a girl that's had a good decade of looking good. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. What about
if you notice that with all those politicians, those socialist left-wing politicians,
right?
They're all with white men, aren't they?
They are.
All of them.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, the Somalian one, she's got a white bloke.
Yeah. Yeah, that's they always want to lighten up and level up, and all of those other whatever. It's just that's the way it is, bro. Now, what about an Indian? We got a story here. The AI boom threatens to leave millions of Indian workers unemployed as automation spreads throughout the country's tech sector into manufacturing. Nearly 40% of Indian graduates under 25 are already underemployed. So what that means is that, like, for a couple $100, you could probably buy like a 6-pack of Indian women and have them shipped over here. Or shit.
Wait a minute. I thought
shit
the
over
Indians
here
were the AI.
I know, right? So we're gonna have, like, I guess, how many billion of people do they have in their country? They're gonna all be like have nothing to do. John, what's going on with this? Are we? Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, does it get them out of our country?
No, they're actually gonna come more into our country because they don't have jobs.
Yeah,
they're gonna be looking for jobs. They're gonna flood your country.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can actually buy them, for 6 for $100.
Yeah.
I still don't want them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
No.
But also
look where that got us in the past. Now the situation in our country.
Yeah. Also
buying 6 for $100.
No, you're right. Also, the other thing too is, like, the thing about the Mexicans turning into tortas. The same thing happens with Indian women, except I don't know what their food is like. To compare it, not a torta, but like, I don't know, maybe like a curry or something
samosa
like that.
Or something.
Yeah, samosa. There you go. That's perfect. They hit that samosa wall too. And they just like, boom, 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 blimp out, bro. That's 100% facts. James, what about you? I know that James is sweet on the Indian ladies. Is this something that interests you, James, or what do you think?
I don't care about the Indians as long as they stay in India. That's all. I honestly don't care. I've never liked. Right, you have to understand. Like, when I was growing up, it was like we had like Italians, we had Irish, we had English, and we had Jamaicans that come over from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And that was when the country was like harmonious. When you started getting people from like Pakistan, India, Muslims and that, they changed it because it's such a different culture.
Yeah.
And when they come over there, they don't assimilate. So we got this fucking culture that's totally alien to us. And it was like, I told you that story, didn't I? When I knew this guy from school, fucking Tyad, and I was really shocked.
Wait, his name was
to his house.
Okay.
His name was Tyad, right?
Okay.
And I went over to his house, right? And I was like, just over there, and the whole house stunk of curry.
Yeah.
It really did. It was so like on the nose. And I was like, mate, I went in your toilet, right? And I need to go shit. There's no toilet paper. And this is straight up. I'm not lying. This isn't a racial joke or anything. This is God's honest truth.
I'm ready for it.
He's like, I go, dude, there's no paper. How am I supposed to wipe my ass? And he goes, we don't use paper. He says, we just use our hand and then thoroughly wash our hands. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. You like live in England and then you do food prep? I mean, I'm like,
that's part of the flavor.
Since then,
James.
I haven't seen Tyad in years, but I don't have a lot of Indian or Asian friends. So I'm like, as long as they stay in India, I don't give a shit. Man.
Yeah, we got Swag Tunes in the chat. He says, "Use your hand, James. Come on." 100%. Use your hand.
It's like one of those things, isn't it? When in Rome, but I'm in England. I just happen to be in an Indian's house. But it's like, mate, can't you buy some toilet paper just for
Yeah, the hand thing is crazy. A bidet, I will accept bidet with a little bit of toilet paper. That's about as low as I will go, bro. Like I've been to some Russians' houses and they love the bidet, bro. They have the bidet on everything, then a little bit of toilet paper. I say, all right. Do not throw toilet paper in the trash or in the toilet. Throw it in the trash, right. I was like, okay. And so I remember also when I went to Asia, they don't want you to throw any toilet paper or paper product down the toilet. So everybody throws their used toilet paper in a waste basket next to the fucking toilet, and it smells so bad. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on with these people? And their problem was shit, bro. They all got big shit problems. That's terrible. Hobo in the chat says, have you tried the 3 shells? Yeah, the 3 shells work good too. Yeah, the 3 shells. Yeah.
What film is that? Is that Demolition Man? Is that
Demolition Man?
Yeah, I love the 3 shells.
We gotta watch that. I go to fucking Graslow. I go to like yesterday, right? It was like the funniest thing. I kept mentioning these movies, and he goes, "I've not seen that movie," and I'm like, "Mate, we're gonna start doing movie streams. You gotta watch more fucking movies."
Yeah, you have to do Rumble movie streams for sure. I'll definitely pop it on because I love watching a good movie and having fun people talk over it when we're going. Because like not everybody gets my jokes, and I'm like, they're funny. How come you're not laughing? Then I get mad about it. John, I wanted to get your take.
I'll just shout at the chat and abuse them.
Yeah, John, I wanted to get your take on this real quick. We got the migrants in Quetta. Let's check in on them real quick and see how the the migrant housing is coming along. Let's play this out and see what's going on. So there they are on the coast over there in Quetta, Spain, or Thueta, as Ebi told. Oh, look at that! They're building housing. Wow. They're building housing. How nice does that look? It looks like the housing from their old world. So they're bringing their old world housing to the first world. So that's third world housing, and they're bringing it to first world, and they're building it right on the beach, John. Isn't that magnificent?
And this is why we can never give up the Second Amendment.
Facts,
because
bro.
If this bullshit would have happened in America, they would have all been run off.
Yeah,
they would have been back to the water, motherfuckers.
Well, I would like to hope so. What do you got, James?
Hopefully, because they don't swim.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look at all those men. Do you see a woman anywhere or any children anywhere? I don't.
It's always fighting age men. It's the biggest myth. There was some fucking dork on TV I saw today, and he goes, "It's women, it's children. We have to protect." I'm like, arsehole, it's 99.9% fighting age men. Stop lying.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Just stop
lying. It's an
lying.
invasion party.
Yeah, let me just
an invasion party.
Let me just go back and see if I can see what these houses look like. Let me click through. Oh,
mud
look
huts.
at that.
We got mud huts.
Look at that. Right on the beach. Look how nice that is. Right there on the beach. They got some palm fronds. Are these the architects and engineers that we were promised? I think they're finally here, guys. Look at that. That's a beautiful skyline right there on the beach of Thueta.
What's that movie with Sharto Copley where the aliens come down, they're prawns or something, and they build like a
District 9?
Fucking,
yeah, love that movie.
This is District.
I fucking love that movie.
District 9.
Yeah, it does look exactly like District 9. You're 100% right. Let me see if I can't pull up a District 9 to compare it to.
Yeah. This is what happens. Your local government should get involved, and as soon as they erect these shithole mud huts, you should knock them straight down.
Yeah, I agree. But you know what?
I don't know what the local government's doing. That's what they're there for. That's why you pay your taxes.
Yeah,
for them to act when they need to act.
Yeah, but here we go. We got the mud hut right here. There we go. The District 9 mud hut. There's a prawn right there, one of the aliens. A fantastic movie. James, add that to the movie list. District 9, 100%.
Yeah, got to do it. You know what I mean?
And then back there, there's the architect and engineers building in the background. It's fantastic. But, speaking of that, that's a great segue. Leads me right into the next thing that I wanted to talk about. And, of course, Riley was telling me that we have too much pleasantries on our show, bro. I love pleasantries. That's why they call them pleasantries. They're pleasant. But
well, you are Ray is happy. It would be bad if you were an arsehole, wouldn't it?
That would be off-brand. So I wanted to check in on the the housing situation in LA, bro. We got some engineers. We have some architects in LA. So let's go ahead and jump over here to see what's going on in LA. James, you let me know if this is a house that you'd like. Oh, look at that. Wait, that's fantastic. That's a whole.
I'm not gonna lie, mate. It looks like my childhood.
Oh, look at that. We got a house on top of a car. That's fantastic. So we got. What is that? There we go. It's only in LA. Oh, look at that. Well, this is actually.
Wow.
They actually.
You know what? These crackheads are very resourceful, much more resourceful than those African.
Look, this is the Costco style where they have pallets, stacked on top of a warehouse or whatever. But
I'm glad to see they're putting their washing outside.
Yeah, but look at that. Somebody actually said Karen's Bass homeless. So I think somebody changed that sign or whatever. Don't tell me it's AI, James. I don't want to hear that. It's not AI, everybody.
No,
but
definitely not AI.
That's what's going on in LA, bro. It's a fucking madhouse down here in LA. What are your thoughts on that, John? Do you seen that kind of stuff pop up in Miami with the engineers and all that? Yeah.
No, you'll see a tent. There's one bridge where they kind of congregate under.
Yeah.
Not a bridge, but an overpass. Because here in South Florida, if you're out in direct sunlight all summer, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one overpass that they all congregate under where there's some tents.
Yeah.
But nothing insane like that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't allow it.
Well, I've definitely noticed a surge in immigration because every time I go to Costco, I feel there's a whole bunch of Indians or Asians there, and I kind of feel like. I feel a little bit like this guy, like Indiana Jones, going to Costco. It's like this scene when everybody's like, oh, it's a white guy. Oh, my God, it's a white guy. Yeah, so I definitely have that happen a lot. What about you, James? Do you get this feeling over there? Do you guys have a Costco in England, James, or no?
What is that? Is this a supermarket?
Yeah, it's a big time supermarket.
Yeah, we have Tesco, Sainsbury's.
Oh, Tesco.
Asda's.
Yeah, Tesco's kind of the same thing.
Your Walmart, we call it Asda. It's like fucking, yeah, we have all that. It's terrible, you know what I mean? It's like, no offense, right? But it's weird when you go in there and you have to take second looks because it seems like you're in a third world country. Because I've said this before, it's like they don't come over here and they don't raise the bar. They completely lower standards of entry. You know what I mean? It's like, suddenly, right? I went in there the other day, right? And the expanding of the halal section is crazy.
Yes, it's exploded.
We didn't have halal meat, right? Because it was against our like ethical code. You know what I mean? Our butchery practices. And now, fucking, it's everywhere. Fucking halal meat is front row and center. They're like trying to foist halal meat on us in restaurants, in bars, in cafes, wherever you go and get food. It's fucking crazy, man. It's like I don't like it, man. It's like, and I think Andy Burnham said today, he said we need to distribute, and this is a voting thing, this hasn't got anything else to do with it. He said we need to distribute the migrants fairly throughout the United Kingdom. And you know what he means by that? He sees that London, Birmingham, Bristol, Liverpool, they're all sewn up, you know what I mean? They're all left-wing strongholds. He's thinking we need to put the migrants where we're not strong, and we need to put them in communities where it's majority white. So he's saying we've got to spread out all the migrants now. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro, it is fucking crazy, and I'm not excited about it one bit, man. I wanted to show you this.
You know, I would trade in
what? Go on, John.
Some of our, because in our supermarkets in certain areas we have kosher sections.
Yes,
I would trade in these kosher sections for some halal sections, I think.
Okay.
BB, pager time, BB. He's overstepped the mark this time. He's getting a pager.
Yeah, right. You're gonna go ahead and make that happen. 100%. We got another Ko-Fi from Embed. Shout out to Embed. Let me go ahead and pull this up. We give you a little clap to Embed. Let's go. What did you say? My little widget's not really working on my that normally brings them right into the chat, so it's kind of
my little widget's never working. I think he's gone into semi-retirement.
It's kind of a pain in the ass. So let me get this up right here. No, but I love it when everybody sends me a Ko-Fi, bro, because that makes me have a good time. I love when people participate. He says, I apologize for being that person that's been in advertising Cambridge University for 5 years. That professor has nice eyeliner there. Yeah, he's talking about that crazy guy.
Jason, what is it? Jason Alday?
Yeah, Jason Alday. Yeah, that nut, bro, the absolute nut. And then he hits me up with one more. Shout out to Embed one more time. So let me give the round of applause one more time for Embed. He says, these peaceful people of peaceful people, our king, our peaceful king. Charlie Tampon told us that all our invaders are so peaceful. Maybe so peaceful that normal peace is nothing compared to their peace. Apparently, these peaceful people want to kill John Cleese. Yeah, that's a nice little rhyme right there. Let's fucking go. I completely agree with you on that.
Kind of sums it up, though, doesn't it? It's like, I told you, convert or die. And then John's like going on about kosher. I love the word kosher. I used to say that all the time. You know, when you used to say something was good, you say, oh, that's kosher, that's kushti.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that is your guy, though, right? I mean, you got that line to BB, so that's pretty much that's on,
exactly
on
me, BB, Andrew Tate, Conor McGregor, all the good guys, man. It's like everyone keeps telling me. You know, Kerry told me today, and I'm thinking about you, Kerry. I know you're going through some struggles. Get well soon, darling.
Yeah.
It's like fucking. I like those guys. Yeah. People keep telling me they're bad guys and they've done bad things, but I'm like, no, they're just trying to fight the Matrix. Now I don't know what the Matrix is.
Yeah.
But they're trying to fight it, and I've got to support them. You know.
Yeah. Forest Mommy in the chat says global invasion, but the worst people imaginable. Nacho, shout out to Nacho in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. He says coat everything in the grocery store in pig fat. Bacon grease on everything. I agree, and it'll make everything taste better as well. I 100% agree with that. Now, I have this video right here that I'm about to pull up. We're not going to play the whole thing, but we have this guy, okay? He's playing a prank, all right? So the guy with the camera is playing a prank, John, and he plays a prank where he drops 20,000 pounds on the ground. And then this Indian guy comes up to him right away telling him that, no, that's my money. That's my 20,000 pounds. And so the Indian guy thinks the other guy just found it, but he didn't find it. He, you know, it's fake money anyway, but he put it on the ground. So now the Indian guy is trying to convince him like 100% that it was his money. You know, he like does that and then pretends like he picks it up. And then they say, oh, no, that's our money. That's our money. But see, these people don't care. They're like, oh, no, that's not my money. That's not my money. But the Indian guy, bro, the Indian guy comes back and he claims that he dropped the money, bro. What are your thoughts on that, John?
I mean, Indians are gonna Indian, right?
That's part of their culture. Is that like that scammy nature, bro?
If
They're
we had
scammers, aren't
replaced,
Yeah.
if we had replaced the Indian guy with, as James so affectionately calls him, a Jippo,
Yeah.
would you expect any different?
No, I wouldn't. But
Okay,
I'm not importing Jippos into my country though. In Texas, bro, we're importing.
I have a feeling the Jippos probably got it from the Indians.
You think so? All right.
Maybe, or the other way around. One of the two. They both have the same.
I'm gonna need to know in the chat. Chat, you let me know who's the better scammer. Is it Indians or is it Gypsies? Which ones are the better scammer?
Or now, Nigerians?
No, it's Indians or Gypsies, bro. You can't throw Nigerians in there right now. But you also have to think about it's millions and billions of Indians. Like there might be like what a couple 100,000 Gypsies, bro. They want to redo your driveway, but these Indians are crazy. So let me know in the chat: is it Indians or Gypsies? Who's the better scammer? That's what I want to know right here. What do you think, James? Would you give this guy his $20,000 back or his 20,000 pounds?
Probably just to get him to get away from me. Probably like breathing on me. I'm like, dude, get the fuck away from me. One thing about the Jippos, right?
Yeah.
They'll pull a knife on you. This guy's probably got halitosis or something.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, dude, get the fuck away from me, man. It's like, no, but they are, aren't they? John's right. Nigerians have got the email scam down pat, haven't they? You know, Mr. Prince Songo Bongo, you know, I need like $500 so I can get my 30 million.
Yeah.
I mean, then you've got the Indians, right? The Indians over here, right? They've got the telephone scam down pat. They will always phone you and pretend to be from call centers and stuff, and they will go after old age pensioners and try and get their account. The guy that used to live next door to me, he got scammed twice. He was like in his 80s, and he wasn't very au fait with technology. He wasn't very good on the phone. You know, he was getting old, and these Indians were knocking him dead every time they picked up the phone. And then with the other ones, with the gypsies are just forceful.
Yeah.
You know, if they do your driveway, they will just do it with really shoddy building materials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They will cut corners. And if you go over to somewhere like Paris in France, they will do the scam where they put the little cufflinks around you, you know, the little embroidery things around you, like bands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
they put the gift on you. Yeah. Then they say, give me money. Give me a donation.
Yeah, like the charm, like the little bracelet. And it'll be like, well, you owe us 30 euros. And then when you say, no, fuck it, take the bracelet back, you'll see some old woman with a craggy face pull out a blade, you know, and jab it in your fucking ribcage. You know what I mean? They're more, gypsies are more prone to violence. I would be more scared of a group of gypsies than I would Indians. You know what I mean? Indians will just nag you to death. Give me the money. Give me the money. I want the money. That is my money. Money.
Now,
that's what they're like.
Now, what about like Indians are like sex pests too, though, right? I mean, like our gypsies.
They are awful around women. They're disgusting. If you get a white woman, like say she's in the slums in Mumbai or somewhere, right? They will literally have no qualm about going up to a woman and practically twisting her nipple off. You know what I'm saying? These people, they are like the worst, like molesters, fucking gropers, fucking, and you know, a lot of them, right? And I mean it. It's been like they do a lot of gang rape over there. You know what I mean? And of what we would call minors and children, it's in their culture, man. They have a very rapey culture.
A rapey culture, yeah. I'm looking in the chat right now. We got Pat saying Indians. Hobo Chili says Indians. Kelly Cat says Indians. Big B Trucker says that he's getting his money back from the Nigerian prince any minute now, so he's going with the Nigerians. John Hobo Chili says the street shitters stink. 100%. Kelly Cat says Bob's and Vagine for them. Yeah, bro, they're very, very strange, bro. And they even have a whole thing for this whole like intersex, like the transgender. They have a whole like a whole position in their society for them. I think I forget what they call them. I was gonna say Mahu, but I think that's what the Hawaiians call them. But James, we got you mentioned that the nice eclipse. We got that going on right now.
Oh, solar eclipse.
Yeah, we got that going on right now. Look at that, bro. Now, why do you say that's the last one you're going to see for your whole life, bro? You might
because
travel.
Apparently they said that people of a certain age, it's not going to be another one for years.
Oh, really?
So I assume I'm going to be dead. They were talking about decades. It's not going to be another one for decades. So my parents are not going to be around, and I don't think I'm going to be around either. And I was like, well, it was a pile of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had these glasses on. We were looking at it. And
okay.
Ugh.
And how long did it last? Was it a fast one or what?
It was over in the blink of an eye. You know, it's quicker than having sex with me. You know what I mean? And that's quick. You know what I mean? It was just like blink and you'll miss it. It's like, ladies.
Yeah.
You know, we get it over quickly in the Grabham household. You know, we've got things to do.
You got wham bam, thank you, man. Yeah, you got the rabbit.
Exactly. You know
gotta
what
be
I
like
mean?
a rabbit. Yeah. John, I was gonna ask you. You know, they have this like the eclipse is a big deal to the occultists. They usually have like ceremonies and they indicate changes of seasons. What are your thoughts on that? Have you heard anything about like any conversations about that? Like,
I was credibly told that gravity would stop for 7 seconds.
That's what I heard. That did gravity stop for 7 seconds this morning or no? Did we miss that?
I don't know. I was asleep. So
yeah. Well, I'm sure all the fat women are happy because they lost weight for like 7 seconds. They're like, oh my God, I reached my goal. First time in 30 years. Yay. Like, what's going on? Yeah, no, that's no good.
I know the occult definitely loves, you know, celestial phenomena.
Oh, they love that, the eclipse stuff, bro. They gear up all their stuff for that. But no, on a little bit of harder hitting things, John. I don't know if you saw this video. It's a video going around. James O'Keefe is back up to it again. He's dressing up as a woman in a burqa and going around and voting. That's James O'Keefe, of course, on the left. I don't know who the man is on the right, but the man's dressing up as a burqa. And he's going in, I think he's in Minneapolis or somewhere like that. And they don't even...
I guarantee you they're going to let him vote.
They let him vote over and over and over again, 100%. And that's what this undercover thing was all about. What are your thoughts on that, John? Does that seem right? Does that seem fair?
I mean, in California, if you know a person's name and address, you can go vote for them.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Like, look at that absolute...
They're not allowed to ask for ID. Yeah. When I lived out there, I went in and the first thing I did was pull out my ID. And they're like, oh, no, put that away. You don't need that.
Yeah, that scared them all away, didn't it? They're like, oh, my God, ID.
I lived in a tiny mountain town of like population 600. I was a new person, just moved there.
Yeah. It was up in the Golden Triangle?
It's not like, no, a little north of that, like more central in the state.
Yeah, for people who don't know, the Golden Triangle is where they grow all the marijuana. It's up north of like
I mean,
Mendocino
a lot of marijuana
County.
is grown there. That's why I was out there, but it was in Siskiyou County.
Oh wow,
like
okay, very
straight
cool.
up the top of the state.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I was like a new in a tiny town where everyone knows everyone.
Yeah,
I'm like some new guy that no one knows.
Yeah,
and I'm just showing up. Yep, I need to come vote.
Yeah.
Oh, put away your ID.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, they let him vote. Of course they let him vote. They can't see his face. And he's claiming to be a Muslim. Are they going to question a Muslim?
No, they're not.
Muslim
in a full burqa, bro. In a full burqa. He's like, what do you call that, James? A letter box or something like that?
Yeah, like a post box, a letter box. This is the thing, right? All these people that are opposed to voter ID, this is why they're opposed to voter ID.
Yeah.
Because they go in there and they vote multiple times. They never check their ID. They're Muslims. They get a free fucking pass. And in this country, we've got a lot of the Islamic community that will do postal voting. And do you know why they do postal voting? Because they vote as a family. The head of the family will say, everyone in our family, you're voting this way. And then they'll do that. And then they'll go on polling day and they'll vote again.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine there's any corruption with that. Like, look at this absolute specimen right here with the fantastic hair.
I mean, she's like the...
It's not even blue. It's like blue, green, and brown, bro.
You just assume Z's gender, James.
My bad. Yeah, my bad.
You.
Yeah, that's right, James. It could be a they, them. You don't know. We got to be...
Fat pig, that's the gender.
Fat pig, yeah. Yeah, 100%. You got to watch that kind of stuff. You got to be careful out there. We don't want to misgender anybody. You know what I mean? I got a couple of videos here from James. Let me see what we're going to pull up next. I thought this was very interesting, and I wanted to talk about this briefly. Was that the whole flock camera thing is going around pretty big time right now, John? We got flock cameras everywhere, but then when you go and you look at what's going on in Manhattan on the Upper West Side,
oh man, is that? Let me guess. They have a string tied around that.
They
area,
do,
don't they?
They do. It's
I knew it.
It's an Orthodox community, a Jewish Orthodox community. They have 0 flock cameras. What are your thoughts on that, John? Is that just by chance? Did they forget to put it, or is there no crime there, or what happened?
Oh, there can't be crime. I mean, could there be?
No,
They're Jewish.
There's
Why
obviously
would they ever
no
commit crime, right, James?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I had a word with BB and I said, look, we got to protect our Jewish communities in America and the United Kingdom. I said, they're under attack. So can you please like not have flock cameras in their areas because they are gentle people. They just want to go about their everyday life. You know, they want a peaceful life. They're a peaceful nation. They're a peaceful people. And yeah, we should just leave them alone to their own devices
Right.
so they can make money for all of us. And BB was like, yeah, that's what we want.
That makes sense. That's obvious. Yeah, but it makes you scratch your head, doesn't it, John? Because you're sitting there thinking, okay, everybody else is getting all of these flock cameras shoved down their throat, and here's a group of people that they're staying away from for some reason. I can't imagine what that reason is.
It's funny because there was ROTC covered it. There was one Jewish community where they did put them in, and then they found out that the people operating the system or whatever were looking at the kids' gym.
Yes,
like, an inordinate amount of times, like mind-boggling.
Well, I remember that story. What happened was you can actually have your cameras if they're online. You can opt into the Flock network, and so that's what this gym did, or this what was it? It was like a school. They opted into the Flock network, and so then you had other people accessing the gym where these like young children were performing or playing or doing whatever they do in the gym. You know, normal stuff. But these other weird people were like looking at it, and they accessed that camera over 1,000 times. That should be illegal, John, right? I mean, like, why are we letting this happen? Who voted for flock cameras? How come all of these fucking counties and police and everybody are signing these contracts, bro? Who agreed to this? What are your thoughts, John?
I don't think it matters who signs contracts or doesn't sign contracts. It's what the government wants. I was having a talk with a friend who said, "What's the point of all these flock cameras?" And I said, "Well, the point is that they can track everyone's movement." Oh, so the crime would go down, right? No, because the crime isn't going down in those areas because the way that they get them into these places is they say, no, they're just license plate readers.
Right.
Even though we all know that they can be accessed at any time to view anything. And with their AI, they can, track the same car going through the whole city, basically.
Right.
So the reason that they're doing it is to get the control grid in place when we are not really thinking about it. Or I mean, the crazies like you and me and Tyler Oliveira and people on the internet are all over it, but we're just the crazies to the normies, right?
Yeah.
So no one's gonna listen to us. They're gonna think, oh, if you have nothing to hide, what are you worried about? It's just for license plates, right?
Well, and a lot of
so then they get the control grid in place, and then that's it. Everyone is effectively, even though it's not martial law, we're under martial law. Anyone who speaks out against what the government wants us to not speak out about, they'll find them.
The thing is too, John, is that they're not just I know they're saying they're like they're license plate readers, but they're aimed at like gyms and schools where kids play. They're on California, they're aimed at the ocean. They're being put up on golf courses where there are no cars whatsoever. They're being put up in all these places to monitor people, bro. So yeah, it's gonna be like this digital fucking hellish landscape of like a
dystopia.
Prison. Yeah,
digital dystopia.
A prison system, and
it's
a lot like it's a lot like AI. Now, who allowed all of this to come in and change everything so completely? Like you know how long it takes in California to get a license to open a restaurant? It takes like 3 or 4 years, and here they come in with flock cameras overnight. Like, John, talk to me about how this happens.
They do it illegally, right? Like, look at Uber and Lyft. At first, they were illegal. You couldn't go pick up someone at the airport because they didn't have the licensing for any of that. So Uber drivers would tell people, "Oh, just pretend I'm your friend, and I'll come pick you up, and then whatever, sit in the front."
Yeah.
All right, cool. I guess that's kind of weird. And the reason is because Uber didn't go in with licenses to do the things that they did. They had the bare minimum that they needed to operate. And then they force themselves everywhere. And then once they become, to the point where people can't live without them anymore, what's the government going to do? Come down on them?
They demand change. And so these companies operate with, a federal funding through tax breaks or whatever in order to do this. And then they change the landscape, and then the vote has to catch up. That's what they're doing with Flock. All of these, all of these agreements, all of these contracts are signed. It's all government money. The government money shouldn't go to Flock until after people vote yes or no. But what they're doing is they're putting it up everywhere, and then they're going to say, "Well, we already got them up," and they're raising the revenue of every city by this much, and they're lowering crime. Don't you want crime lower? And all the fucking retards will be like, "Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do," and then we'll be fucking cooked, bro. We'll be fucking cooked, man. 100%.
Another case of boomers fucking it all up for everyone.
Yeah, not excited about that at all. Schnauzer Max in the chat. Shout out to you, Schnauzer Max. Good to see you, buddy. He said they're going to treat Flock like the Patriot Act and convince everybody they can't do their jobs without them. Yeah, bro. The police officers are like, I mean, there are some good cops out there, but I mean, the incompetence of them. I've been watching all these body cams, and it's been rough, bro, because you got all these women running around, all these fat men. And they can't even subdue anybody. Shout out to Oso Miami in the chat. She says, "Miss you, cuties. Let's go." FOMO says, "Cooked." I agree with that, bro. It's cooked. It's a strong arm of corporatism backed by government contracts. Nobody voted on any of this damn shit, bro. So it fires me up big time. John, you got anything before we move on to the next thing? Any closing remarks?
Go to that deflock camera thing and just know what's around you.
Yeah.
I definitely, my area sucks for that shit.
And don't carry stop carrying your phone on you everywhere, bro. I stopped doing that a while ago. They can read your shit, bro. They can not only do it through the tracking you with your cell service or whatever, but also Bluetooth. They can connect to your phone Bluetooth and then hand you off as you walk down and from the different flock to flock to flock. So get accustomed to not carrying it with you, bro. People survived for like millions of years with no fucking phones on them, bro. We'll be fine.
I can't survive without my phone. How am I going to hook up with birds?
That's right. How's BB gonna call you? 100%.
Exactly. Bro. He's got to tell me where I can go and where I can't go. You know what I mean? When I'm committing my criminal acts.
Yeah, bro. 100%.
You know, some of the happiest times of my adult life were when I was a little younger.
Yeah.
And, working shitty jobs. So I didn't always have a phone. Sometimes it's like, fuck it. I'll pay it next month or whatever. And those times where I did not have a cell phone and people couldn't just access me whenever they wanted.
Yeah.
Were some of the best times of my life.
Yeah. I usually leave my phone off most of the time. And then people like send me a message on X, like D-Wag. He'd be like, Ray, I'm trying to call you. Turn your phone on. Because I leave it in airplane mode pretty much all the time.
I keep it on Do Not Disturb all the time.
Yeah. I'm kind of over the whole phone thing. I don't even text hardly that much. Shout out to Riley in the chat. He says that everyone should commit crimes everywhere. Yeah, he's going a little bit of Bane right there, a little Joker. Everyone should commit crimes everywhere.
That's the real reason why you don't want to carry a phone, because you don't want 4-hour conversations with D-Wag.
Yeah, D-Wag.
You're trying to say it's to do with flock cameras and this, that, and the other, but it's just D-Wag.
Yeah.
You got work to do, and you don't want to be there doing 3-4 hour conversations with the guy.
Yeah, bro, 100%. We got Riley says you can just ignore people too. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I hate that concept in society that everyone has instant access to you. Like, if they send you a text and you don't respond in an hour, they're like, bro, what's going on? James, are you ignoring me? You didn't respond to my text. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Just ease up. I don't want to have that access all the time, or,
That is the way it's been now, isn't it? It's like, it's seen as some kind of snub in it if you don't instantly like a post, or if you don't repost, or if you don't answer a call or reply to a text message. That's the way it's been since technology's evolved.
Yeah.
I used to get that all the time. I had a girlfriend that she really was hot on instant responses, and I was working in a leisure center at the time. So I would be doing football coaching. I would be in the gym.
Yeah.
I'd have my phone on me, but it'd be on silent, and I couldn't just go off.
Yeah.
And get into a conversation, or I'd be like doing I'd be like poolside, doing lifeguard. I can't have my phone on me.
Yeah.
But she was like really adamant, and she would really haul me over the coals about it. And I'm like, look, darling, I cannot do instant response. It doesn't mean I don't care, which I didn't. I didn't care. I was pissed off with her. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's the type of thing it is now. And it's weird when it's men.
Yeah.
I kind of understand it when it's women.
I don't.
But when it's men, I kind of like, that's a bit dodge for me.
Yeah. Hobo makes a really good point in the chat. He says when he quit from his corporate job, he didn't have a phone for almost a month, and it was the greatest time of his life. And the thing about a corporate job is not that they call you; it's just they expect you to respond to emails all the time, bro. So you have your phone in your pocket, you got the email notification on. That thing is fucking buzzing 24/7. You're getting CC'd on this meeting and that meeting. You gotta, bro, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Then they get mad.
It's stressful, isn't it?
You see
it's stress.
Yeah, it changes who you are. It changes your psychology because you're always feeling like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta respond to that. And it's all bullshit, bro. 100%. Riley in the chat, he says he's a very quick texter, but I think I love Ray's communication style because of that. Drop a text whenever and get a reply whenever. No rush expected from either of us. Things happen on time. Yeah, I like the idea of like things happen when they're supposed to happen, John. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I'm just you get that anxiety. No, just relax, okay? I'll send Riley. I'll send. Deep breath. Yeah, I'll send Miami John a text. I'll send James a text or whatever. They'll get back to me when they can, and that's when it's supposed to happen, bro. 100% agree with that.
Yeah, but you're good. You're very good at like getting to the point quick.
Yeah. And
summarizing a situation. You're a very quick study, probably because like your background in engineering.
Yeah.
And because you have a deadline orientated job. So you're a quick study, you're focused, you get in, you get out because you've got other things to do.
Yeah.
So you're pretty direct. With me, my style is I'm just like off screen. I'm just cracking jokes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see something funny and I'm like, hey, this guy will like that or this bird will like that. And I'm like, I'll bug it in the chat and then I'll fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Like if it gets a response, cool. If it doesn't, people have got lives.
Yeah.
They've got families, they've got kids, they've got husbands, they've got boyfriends, they've got girlfriends. I don't expect you to reply to everything I say. It's just I think you'll like this. Yeah. If you did, great. If you reply to it, great. If you don't, who cares?
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you, James. We got Zaid in the chat. Shout out to Zaid, bro. For people who don't know, Zaid saved our cookies. Also, here's his Beckon book. Fantastic. Well, it's got kind of the green screen on it, but he helped us out with the new printer. So thanks, Zaid. Shout out to you, buddy. Really appreciate that. Big B Trucker says, I sent you all handwritten letters and not one response, JK. No, and that's the other thing, too, is the handwritten letter now is such a big deal. So I think everybody should make a move back to handwritten letters, back to writing in cursive. That's why whenever I ship anything, I try to write a handwritten thank you and put it in there. Because it's so shocking now, John. Like if you get sent something and it has a handwritten letter, you're like, wow, maybe I'll save that. Right? Because I can't tell you the last time I got a handwritten letter from somebody. You know what I mean? It's like it's completely foreign.
I get like Christmas cards, birthday cards from some people in my life who live far away.
Yeah.
And it's always like, oh wow, someone actually put time to write this down on a, pick out a card, write on a paper, a note or whatever.
Right.
And I do save those. I always save those.
Yeah. No, it's not if it's typed, it's like whatever, who cares? Yeah, and then I try to draw a little cartoon on it too, because one of my favorite guys, King Jung-ji, he passed away. He was a South Korean illustrator, fantastic. He was the bald guy with the glasses, and he sold books, and his books were awesome. They were about maybe like 200 pages hardback of his sketchbook, and he would do a whole bunch of sketchbooks for a year, then compile it. And then he would go to sell them, right? And he would sell them for $100 a pop. But he would sit and draw a picture in any one that anybody wanted in the front of the book. And he always had a line. I'm not talking of 10 people, John. I'm not talking 50 people. I'm talking like 200, 250 people that would go out of the convention and wrap around, waiting to get him to do sign it and do a little sketch. And it was really cool, especially now that, unfortunately, he's passed away. And I think he passed away from taking the vax, if I will do say so myself. So,
damn.
Yeah. Disappointed in that, bro. But I get it. He was international.
No one wants autographs no more, do they? They want the selfie. The autograph's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the autograph is gone.
You used to go. Remember when a big book would come out and you go to your local Waterstones or Borders or whatever, and you get the book and there'd be an indoor signing, or the CD will come out and you go and meet the band and do a signing or whatever. That's gone. I lament, like John was talking about it. You know what I lament? And it's not because we've fallen out or I don't talk to these people, but I don't get the Christmas cards like I used to get. I used to have like doors of Christmas cards.
I did too. Great point. Great point.
People have just got out of sending them. They don't send them anymore. Then what they'll do is they'll phone you, or they'll text you, or they'll get you on social media, and they'll say, "Merry Christmas, Happy New Year." Yeah, we're not sending cards anymore, because of postage. It's a waste of time. And I get like this Christmas will come, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be lucky if I get 10 cards.
Yeah.
Be lucky. It'll probably be more like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because people are just getting out of sending cards.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. And I've also noticed too that like the cards that you do get now, they don't have any message in them. They just sign them. And so it's like even the communication is like deteriorated. And I used to get all kinds of cool stuff for Christmas, like from different workers or whatever. But now lately they just send like these Costco things, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. You can sign up at Costco, give them a list of addresses, and they'll send you pick something from Costco, like a gift basket, or it could be a dried fruit basket or whatever. And like it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever worked at anywhere that's like corporate, but it's like a corporate thing. And so now I get all these. Yeah, I get all these like corporate like gift baskets sent to my house, and it's like the name's printed like so and so says Merry Xmas or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well,
yeah, like if anyone, if a corporation does that for their employees, okay, that's thoughtful,
Yeah,
corporation doesn't have time to pick out individual gifts for every single person that they're associated with. However, if a human that in real life or even on the internet just sends out weird gift baskets like that, it's so sanitized.
Yeah, it's so like, you don't have that feeling or anything like. I used to make, and I'll probably do it again this year, is make boxes of candy. Like my mom and my grandmother had like recipes to make like almond roca and fudge and from the South and all that stuff. And so I put it together in a little box. Like I did it last year. I sent some to you, John. I sent some to James. I think I sent
Don't send any to me. You'll get screwed in postage.
But I know.
It's like
that's so funny. That was $50 for me to send that to you, James. But it was.
I know when I sent over that tracksuit, they're like fucking 80 quid postage. I'm like, are you crazy? It's like, how can this be? And the weirdest one, right, is when I listen to you comic book guys, and they go, it's just as bad from America to Canada.
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
Yeah. Canada, they even charge you tariff. I saw Asian O. He got charged a tariff just to pick up his books. We got Riley.
It was a Shane Davis book, I think, wasn't it? Like, it just come out and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, Rex 3. Yeah, fantastic book. We got Riley in chat. He says he's never gotten a Christmas card. Damn. Big B Trucker says we only send cards to people who send cards to us. Well, that's what I do. I start sending cards to everybody so that everybody sends me a card. And I'm like, hell yeah.
I hope this year, because I've been on stream for like a year now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I get the Tom Jones effect.
Yeah.
They're going to start sending me knickers in the post. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
The only drawback to that is then people have your address and they could be like crazy. So I would recommend getting a P.O. box for sure. Hobo Chili Recipe in the chat. He says, welcome to Costco. I love you. Yeah. And then you can add extra text if you have like a better membership or some shit like that. Oh, wait. Riley just said, I just get cards from Ray Ray. Yeah, bro. I was going to say, I sent you some cards, motherfucker. What you saying, bro? We got King Yeti says, what up, dorks? Well, what up back to you, King Yeti? Hope you're having a good one, buddy. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. Anybody else in the chat? Swag Tune said, I got some. James didn't. He's talking about the candy. Well, no, you guys both got candy. I hope you guys both have. I'm going to do it again this year.
Yeah, when it got through customs, it looked like someone smashed it with a hammer. I got it and it was completely smashed to bits.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure that I don't put any cocaine or anything in there for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. But no, I say get back to doing that. And the other thing too is like a lot of people don't understand this is that I remember when I was in school we had to learn how to do cursive. Do you remember that, James? Do you remember doing cursive?
Oh yeah.
John, you remember that too? Yeah. And then a lot of people said, "Oh, fuck cursive. You won't need it. You'll be on the computer." Well, when you do that, it does something to your brain. When you do the manual dexterity with the eyes, with your brain, and it refines your brain. So you should still do it to make you smarter, make your children smarter.
What's the term for the?
John.
Carry on, John. Sorry.
I was gonna say, why is your brain to think of the same thing in different ways? It's also the same for people who know multiple languages and can think in those languages.
Right.
I think it's a big advantage.
It's a huge advantage. Also in memorization, it's a huge advantage to memorize and to learn what you're trying to, the information. Like when I was in engineering school, we did, I took miles of pages like fucking every hour. But the other thing too is that it helps you process trauma when you write about it in like a journal or something like that. So it's a tool or technique to process the emotional trauma inside of yourself so that you can move on and heal. James, what do you got, buddy?
I'm not keeping a diary of all my female rejection. I'd run out of pages.
No, you can burn them later, though. You can burn it later or do something like that.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know. I used to get a card from someone. I think I'm getting the terminology right, but I might be wrong. She was good at calligraphy.
Yeah.
So she did very fancy writing, I think.
Yeah.
I think you called it calligraphy.
Yeah.
But she really put the effort into it. You know what I mean? It was like, and she must have done like hundreds of cards for everyone. So I admire the dedication, but we live in this world now where everything is 100 miles an hour, isn't it? And people say, well, I haven't got time to do this shit. So it's fucking.
Yeah, I like D-Wag in the chat says he doesn't care about cards. He just wants presents. Yeah, everybody just send D-Wag presents, bro. That's all he cares about. Just send him a whole bunch of presents.
Send him some more tech. It's not like he ain't got enough.
D-Wag with all the tech. Yeah, 100%.
We both said it at the same time, and we both knew.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do this Christmas. He's going to be sending out tech to everyone, because he's just got an abundance of it.
Yeah, 100%. Now, D-Wag is hooking me up, bro. So I got to give D-Wag his props for sure. He's hooking me up with a label printer because now that I have to, I'm going to have to fulfill all these books, and I am really excited about it. But D-Wag's sending me over. He asked me, he goes, hey, Ray, do you want a label printer? I got it on the shelf. I bought it like fucking a year ago, and it's still brand new. It's got the saran wrap on it. I'm like, yeah, bro, hook it up, dog. So shout out to D-Wag 100%. We got a Ko-Fi. Shout out to Future Dead Guy. Thank you, bro. Let's fucking go. He says $10. Want to start doing some landscape paintings to hang out on the walls, Bob Ross style. Any tips on canvas or priming for a beginner? That's a really good question. Let me go ahead and answer your question really quickly. It depends on what kind of paint are you going to use. Let me just give you a rundown. What I like to do when I start and I'm doing landscape paintings, and I'm looking right now to see if I can't grab one real quick that's close to me. And here's one really close to me. When I do landscape paintings, if you're going to go paint on scene, are you going to plein air? That's what it's called. It's called in plein air. It's a French term, which means you're going outside in the fresh air. You're going to paint. And so I have these canvases. They're really tiny. I go to Dick Blick. This one's a 4x6, and I painted it when I was actually sitting out there at the dock. This is in Hermosa Beach, right by the pier, right by the pylon. So if you're going to go out, this is in oil. So if you're going to go out and you're going to paint on location, you want a smaller canvas because you don't want to sit out there longer than 1 to 2 hours. Okay. Now, are you gonna be painting inside your studio, or are you gonna be painting on location? So if you're on location, get a small canvas. I love these small canvas. They're canvas panels from Dick Blick. They're already stretched. They're already primed. There's a load of them. You can buy them in bulk or whatever and get a good discount. That's what I do. I buy them in bulk, get a fucking great discount. The smaller ones are 4x6. I do them all the way up to I'm looking to see if I can't grab one just quickly. But if you're gonna, you say you're gonna paint in acrylic, okay, fantastic. So if you're gonna paint in acrylic, you can get these. They're nice and inexpensive because they're like a panel wrapped in canvas, okay, and they're already primed, they're already stretched, and they're already made. You can get them very big too. If you're gonna paint inside your studio, all you have to do is, it's easier then. You can get a much bigger landscape because you have time to come back and paint it later. So that's what I would suggest. I like the flat ones because then they're really, really easy to put in frames when you put in the frame backing like that. Now, I also have more expensive canvases that have the nice thick sides, like you can hang them without a frame. So if you want to go that way without a frame, I would suggest getting stretched canvas, already pre-stretched. Don't stretch it yourself, bro. It's a pain in the ass. And it's not really cost effective anymore because all the Indians do it now. So it's we were just talking about that, James. All the Indians stretch it now. So it's really
they ain't
cheap.
Stretching mine, bruv. I tell you.
Yeah.
As much as they want to, they ain't stretching it.
Yeah, and I don't know. Are you in America, Future Dead Guy? If you're in America, I would suggest dickblick.com. That's where I go, and I get all my stuff from dickblick.com. And if you have any questions about paint or brushes or anything like that, or even canvas style, you can always, my DMs are open. You can always DM me. But Dick Blick has their own name brand canvases that are inexpensive. As you can see, it's called the Blick canvas panel. Blick canvas panel right there, as you can see that. And they're inexpensive. And if you're going to be a beginner, I would suggest doing the inexpensive stuff because you really want to get in there and feel free to beat up the canvas and not feel bad if you buy a very expensive canvas or very expensive paints, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to waste it. But as a beginner, you need to waste as much as possible. You need to make as many mistakes as possible, and you can't let the cost of your supplies hold you back. That was one of the things that I went into. I had a problem with that when I very first started with oil paint, because I went and I studied with somebody who was very, very famous, a painter, and he used very expensive paints, and I was like, holy shit, bro. You just put out, like, on my palette right now is like $50 worth of paint, and like I'm gonna like paint a turd. So I felt really bad about that. But he also told me what good paints to get, like with high chroma, and what paints that you don't have to spend money on the expensive paint if it has white mixed into it. It's going to be low chroma. But with acrylic, you don't really have to worry because it's a latex-based paint. It's a synthetic, so you're going to have a blast about it. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to hit me up, of course, on X at Ray is Happy in my DMs. Jump into my DMs. I'll be happy to help you or guide you in any way that I can. And if I don't know the answer, I can probably find the answer pretty quick. Also, don't worry too bad about expensive brushes. I know synthetics for acrylic are a good way to go, and they're not too expensive. So make that happen. Okay. Thanks for that, Future Dead Guy. Really appreciate that. Ko-Fi on that one. That was awesome.
Nice.
And if you have any more questions, obviously hit me up, bro. 100%.
What's the name of that? Did you say Dick Blick?
Yeah, Dick Blick. Yeah, that's the.
So if you make a slight typo, you're going to put in Dick Pick.
Yeah, or Dick Lick. It could be Dick Lick.
Can you imagine it? Suddenly in your search history, there's going to be all these. It's like, that would be me. You could just say that's got me written all over it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get into art. Ray's told me about Dick Blick. And then I'm going. Me, Mr. Technology Guy, I put in Dick Pic, and then all of a sudden all this shit comes up. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, this whole time James is talking about, Ray is talking about Dick Blick and the stretching it out, really stretching it out.
Like...
Yeah.
And then James jumped in, and I'm like, James, stay out of this. You already told us you left your back door open.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like, this has not been a good stream for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heterosexuality going down, homosexuality going up. It's crazy.
Yeah, 100%. You got to watch out with all this kind of stuff. And, then they want to go ahead and they want to clip it. Then they want to put it up, and then you got to. Okay, let me. Good catch on that one. And then I got to say, hey, quit clipping all my shit, bro. So let me fix this audio real quick for the guys in the Zoom so that we can get this going on. Okay. Let me just get this going on. Where is it at? Where we go? They changed my thing, and now I have to find it every time. There it is, right there. It's okay.
Here we go. We're back.
All right.
Back.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we're back.
We're going on about Dick Blicks and Dick Pics.
That's right. We're talking about Dick Blicks and Dick Pics. And
hey, Future Dead Guy says do another cooking stream. He'll show you how to make some Chinese food.
Yeah. I was just gonna pull that up. He said do another drawing or cookie stream. Yeah. Tell me about if you got good Chinese recipes. Definitely let me know, bro. I'm always looking for new recipes. I do cook a lot of Chinese food, a lot of Japanese food, a lot of Korean food, because there aren't any good restaurants around me. I even made some ramen. But I'm going to get back to those cooking streams, and maybe even try to do some live. I'm not sure. I'm trying to wire the internet into my kitchen so I can like just set up a camera and have it, stream live, because I have everything in my house wired. I don't like Wi-Fi or anything like that. I don't like that radiation. And blah blah blah. Call me a crazy person.
I want to get drunk while you're cooking, so then I'll start getting real. I'll be heckling. I'll be heckling from the sides, man. I'll be like, what the?
Yeah, no doubt, bro. 100%. I definitely believe that you will.
They will do well, I think. They will blow up. I think cooking streams.
Yeah.
They'll do well.
Well, it would be fun to have cooking streams, and then while I'm cooking, have people that can pop on and off. Like you could pop on, FOMO could pop on, John could pop on.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
D-Wag could run in there and run amok. So that's what I'm trying to reformat that.
That's what I like about FOMO's like Wednesday/Thursday stream is she's very popular, so she's got a wide array of friends, and they pop in and out. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I like that vibe. You know what I mean? Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it keeps it fresh. I really like that too. Let's see. We got Nacho says, Ray, try making some pepperoni rolls, VW style. Oh, so VW staple.
You've got to do a curry, haven't
West
you?
Virginia
After we
staple.
slacked off the Indians, you've got to do a curry.
Yeah, I will do a curry, but I won't. I'll do a Thai curry, not an Indian curry. You know, because I know
the Jamaican curry.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but I know the Thai people are very clean. Like Jamaican, bro. I'm not trying to get high on my curry, bro. But yeah,
you could do jerk chicken or something, couldn't you?
Yeah, jerk chicken. Like I do like jerk chicken. It's good. Big B Trucker in the chat says he loves cooking and drinking, bro. There's nothing better than cooking. I love getting a good buzz right before I cook.
I've been saying we got to do a barbecue stream forever.
Yeah, we got to do a barbecue stream. But I love getting a good solid buzz. I get like 2 or 3 shots of tequila right off the bat, get a nice buzz going, then have a little bit of like appetizers and start cooking the main dish. I love that. That's my favorite version of like Christmas or Thanksgiving. It's like when people are coming over, I got food everywhere, I got drinks out, people can get hammered. Then you know what I do after that, John? I give them their keys to drive home when they're hammered. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah, 100%.
In Miami, that's normal. So like we all do it.
Yeah, that's not good, bro. But
yeah, I bet you a lot of people do that. I mean, drink driving, it's like fucking buzz driving, drink driving. Yeah, I tell you, it's rife over here because like the pubs. If you live in the country, right, unless you have a designated driver, the pubs are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes,
you know what I mean? They're like fucking over 10 miles away from your house. So, like, unless you've got a designated driver, the people going to the pub are not going to sit there all night for 2-3 hours and continuously have pints of orange juice or pints of lemonade. You know what I mean? So, and could you imagine being buzzed or actually being pissed and driving home on country roads, like small, narrow lanes, sharp corners?
Well, they used to have horses.
I mean, the amount of flowers you see at the side of the road is crazy.
A lot of dead people. No, but they used to have horses. We got Riley in the chat. He says, James, you need to put a third pair of sunglasses on. So, James, if you could find a third pair of sunglasses, pull that together. Get that going. Riley says, Schnauzer, I went to see D-Wag try whatever recipe Ray is doing in his dumpster in the kitchen. Bro, yeah, we got to get D-Wag to do like follow-up streams of like, I'll give D-Wag the recipe and he tries to make it. That would be hilarious, bro. Forrest Mommy says, NBC, never been caught. Let's go, FOMO. FOMO's kept it together, done okay. Harry says he'll bring the beers and tequila. Yeah, Harry's the only person that's ever been to my house, so he knows where I live. He'll be coming by. We'll get some beers and tequila going again. We'll get that. We'll cook something different than pizza. Last time we did pizza, that was a lot of fun. But
there we go.
There you go. You got the
3 shades.
You got the 3 shades on there. You see, chat. You request, James delivers. There you go, Riley. 100%. Riley, those are the pleasantries that we deliver here. Okay, I know Riley was railing on our pleasantries the other day on his show, but Riley, we deliver pleasantries here. Okay, it's all not spiteful anger. It's pleasantries, and of course we call him 3 sunglasses James. That's what we do. So where were we? We're going to talk about something. I got something pretty good over here. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me make sure your guys' video. James, say something real quick to make sure the audio still works. Okay, no, it doesn't work. Let me fix that audio real quick. When one audio goes out on one scene, I have to replace it on every scene, and that fucking. Yeah, that pisses me off, bro. I'm like, damn it. Okay.
That's why I tried to keep as many in reserve as possible. Yeah. Because I go through them really quickly.
Yeah. So what we got here, guys, we got this fun little thing in Dallas, bro. They've got over 500 mosques, but still, the Muslims want to go pray outdoors in everybody's face, bro. And so we got this guy. He's had enough of it, and he brings a bullhorn and starts yelling and screaming and walking through their prayer circle. What do you think about that, James? Is that too much, or is that just right? Like,
he should be. I'll be spraying piss on them probably. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't.
But
really do that.
I'm glad he's got the megahorn out there because, like, if this was Christians doing it, there would be a public order offense, but because it's Muslims, they let them skate. You know what I mean? And this is their kind of like subtle way of taking over. It's like, it's never just mosques. Yeah. It's never just in your community. Yeah. They're always trying to take a little bit more ground. Yeah. And public displays of prayer, it's a problem when it's Christians preaching the gospel, but it's never a problem when Muslims do call to prayer fucking in all the hours God sends and early in the morning, or when they do public prayer. There's never a problem. I'm against it. I've always been against it.
Yeah, bro. This whole thing about them having public prayer and like a call to prayer over the fucking speaker, like it needs to end 100%. It needs to be over with. We got Hillbilly Harry says he always brings treats for his host. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Harry came by, not only did he bring tequila, he brought some other stuff too that I'll just leave for your thoughts that were very nice. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. So Hillbilly Harry is a fantastic guest to have at a dinner party, not going to lie. But what are your thoughts about this, John? Is this too much? Do we need to do this more? The guy with the bullhorn walking through the call to prayer in the middle of the fucking park? Like, they got 500 moss. What the hell?
Where was this in New York City?
No, this is in Texas. This is in Texas, bro. They're starting to take over Texas now. I thought all the Texans were going to like, bro, you can't tread on me. This is Texas, bro. I'm gonna pew pew you. I got my Spurs out. But the Texans are taking this shit right up the ass. Shout out to Art Haida out there. Hope you're having a good day, bro.
Here's my issue with it, right?
Yeah,
like,
what's your issue?
Much a free speech absolutist for the most part.
So you're cool
when
with
it
them,
comes to actual just speech.
Okay.
No, I'm not, because they shouldn't even be here to begin with.
Okay. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
However, we allowed them in. Now we can't just say, "Oh, well, you're here. We're gonna shut you down."
Yeah.
I like to be consistent. I think we should kick them all out, but
no, they shouldn't be allowed to pray in a public space, bro. Shouldn't they have to get like some sort of like some sort of approval?
I'm a libertarian. I don't believe in permitting.
Permit or something. Well, no, if no. See, I hear what you're saying, John, but that is not the law of the land right now.
No, it's not. But,
so they should have to permit to do that.
The law of the land.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Of speech kinds of things. I'm very much like Riley. Like, fuck the law.
Well, I know, but
I'm
you
gonna
can't
speak.
I know, but Riley still got arrested, though. I mean, like, it was unfair.
Well, sometimes you got to go down for your fucking principles, and I applaud him for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is a legend for that. No doubt, bro. Kelly Cat says,
yeah, he
Austin
stood up to
this.
Cross Eyes, man. That was one of the best things. That's been one of the absolute highlights of being online. Seeing a guy, Riley in a cape, standing up to Black Cross Eyes. You know what I mean? It's like, that is legendary. And then the bit that got me, right, I can say this now because they're not together anymore, was when they showed the picture of Mint, and Mint looked like she had curvature of the spine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She had like a hump, didn't she? Which was crazy. Yeah. But like you said, where are the good old boys, right?
Yeah.
That are getting tooled up with baseball bats and their guns.
Yes.
And, where are they? Are they literally all hat and no cattle?
Yeah.
I mean, why aren't they out there?
I mean, I think that's true. They are. That's been a long-standing thing where it's like an insult that Texans will hit their politicians with. You're all hat and no cattle because
that's a good line.
Texans.
That's a great line, John. All hat, no
James
cattle.
Just said it. James
I didn't
said it.
I didn't hear him.
No, John can take it. I've had a good run today. John
3 glasses, James. Yeah. Hobo Chili Recipe is saying, is this in Texas? Texas is all talk. Yeah, this was in Dallas. That was in Dallas, Hobo. So
and they've let Indians take over as well, haven't they? Not just fucking Muslims. They've got Indians taking over.
They're letting everybody tread on them. Like, what the hell's
I hear Detroit. I hear people from Detroit, the Motor City, Michigan. I hear these people are tough.
Yeah.
And why have you let Muslims take over? I hear, I don't know if they're tough in Minnesota. They might not be, but you've let Somalians take over.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? You can't reverse the trend.
Yeah.
They're going to come to different places and they're going to take over.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you don't make a stand, you're going to lose your country.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people take the piss out of England, and rightly so. England is kind of lost.
Yeah.
We are lost. You cannot stop the boats. They are coming over 1,000 a day in good weather. That's the way it's going to be. You're not going to stop them. But you are America. You've got the right to bear arms. You've got your Constitution. You've got the First Amendment. You've got all these things. You need to use it to start kicking shit and taking names. You know what I mean? I
completely agree. What do you got, John? You got something there?
No, I was going to say Detroit is an interesting case study because it was filled with blue collar hardworking Americans,
right?
And they all got fucked, and the city basically got evacuated when all the production moved to like Mexico and China, and everywhere else it went to. So that's a tough one. So that's why the vacuum was left. There were like dirt cheap houses because there was no jobs, no industry there.
Yeah.
And the vacuum got filled.
Yeah, you know what you won't find in Detroit? Copper. You will not find copper anywhere in Detroit, bro. That shit has been ripped out of every wall.
Have you got a Jippo problem there? Yeah, they're taking all the copper pipes.
That's what they do. They go in everywhere, rip all that stuff out, bro. 100%. Shout
My
out to
dad was in building, and what he'd do, he'd go to like these derelict places, and
yeah.
they'd stripped all the copper. It was gone,
That's what they
They
do,
stripped
bro.
it.
It's like in The Wire, bubbles in The Wire.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jonah Sweet in the chat. He says, send people to walk single file to hide their numbers. Oh, yeah. Oh, sand people. He said sand people. That's a reference to Star Wars. Sand people walking. That's what they do. They're fucking crazy, bro. Big B Truck in the chat says Minnesota has always been a weird place, James. James is thinking of Dearborn. Yeah, I agree. Schnauzer Max says, Ray, look up Epic City in Texas sometime. Okay, I'll check that out. Now, James, I wanted to get to this real quick. I know we're coming up on the last hour, but this is our main topic today, bro. I'm sure everybody saw this. This was absolutely crazy. This happened in England. This man goes in to buy a baseball bat, bro, and comes out of the sports store and instantly gets arrested. James, what the hell is going on here, buddy? And what's this? What is this officer? He looks like he's from what country is he from, bro? He looks Asian or something, and he's or Indian, and he's arresting an English man trying to buy a softball bat. James, what's going on here?
This is what police are like now. Police in our country are hypersensitive and reactionary. If you go to a sporting goods store, you could probably, we're not like obviously we're not anywhere near like you, but you could go in there and you could buy a baseball bat, you could buy a cricket bat. And what's happened is, I can only assume because I'm seeing this for the first time, he's come out of the store, he's accidentally run into a copper, and the copper's seen a white guy going around with a baseball bat and immediately assumed that he's some kind of white nationalist or an ethno-nationalist. And he's going to use it on the immigrant population. Is this in London?
Yeah, this is in London. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, which is a heavily migrant population. So he's obviously assumed. He's looked at him and he's like, he's made an assumption that he's some kind of like psycho.
There's a guy carrying a cross. Did you guys see that? There's a guy.
Look at it. He's walking in. This is the bit that gets me, right? Take away the assumption and how he's got it wrong. This guy's just bought a baseball bat from a sports goods store. He can't bring him down.
Yeah,
he's not fit for purpose.
He's ineffective. Now he maces him.
He's fat. He's short. He's useless. He's not going for the legs. He's not going for the knee. They're just doing a little dance around London.
Yeah.
He hasn't made any attempt to take him down. So he's a useless fuck. And he's also an overzealous cop because he's gone white guy baseball bat, potential problem for the migrant community. So he should be sacked for multiple reasons. One, because he can't do his job.
Oh, then look at this
and one, because he's racist.
This fuckhead comes in there and fucking grabs the arm. He doesn't even know what he's doing. And he comes in and helps the cop. That's probably an Israeli right there, I bet.
Imagine. That nose definitely says so.
It does.
Imagine if that guy with the baseball bat actually had bad intentions with it. He would have turned around and beat the shit out of that. He could have
beat the shit out of that guy.
Down syndrome looking cop.
Yeah. Bro.
He was offering no resistance, right?
No,
he was
none
just
at all.
walking.
Yeah.
No resistance. And that midget cop couldn't bring him down. Didn't know technique or anything. He couldn't throw him. He didn't go for the knee. He didn't go for the ankle.
What I want to know is, I mean, obviously he's in an outdoor shopping area, so there's stores all over the place. If I wanted to go buy a baseball bat, how do I buy a does that mean it's illegal for them to sell baseball bats? What's the protocol?
Of course,
there?
He's obviously gone to a store. I'd imagine he's gone to Sports Direct or JD Sports.
Yeah,
it's a sporting goods store. He's gone in there, and he's probably paid on his phone, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's like, they go like, "Do you want a bag? Do you want a receipt?" And he's probably like, "No, because it's on my phone. You know what I mean? I don't need a bag. I'm just going to walk out the store with a baseball bat." And this overzealous cop, who's not fit for purpose because he can't do his job, has instantly just looked at him, white guy baseball bat, migrant community, thinking he's going to use it to crack skulls. Mate, this ain't Grand Theft Auto. He probably just bought a baseball bat to go and play a bit of softball in the park.
Yeah.
What if the guy was a fucking migrant? Would he have done all this?
He wouldn't have done fuck all. Yeah. He would have just like passed.
Well, James, here's a great question. I know London has tons of cameras. How come they didn't see on the cameras that this guy wasn't a terrorist or something? Like, why does it require all of this? Why couldn't they just look at the footage and say, okay, well, this guy's just a normal shopper?
Because this is in the policing standards, they're told they police differently. They're told to not go heavy-handed on migrant communities and ethnic minorities, and they're told to be very heavy-handed, very suspicious, and very cautious around white people. So obviously, what's happened? He might have been picked up on a camera. It might just be, look, this is a guy that's preaching the gospel. He'll probably get arrested because he's got a Jesus to save sign.
Yeah.
So he's probably got to get arrested next. You know what I mean? They're going after him now. Look, the Jesus Saves guy.
Yeah.
But look, this is a wrongful arrest. I hope he got immediately released.
Well, also, I'm looking at that baseball bat. It looks like it's small, like it's for a child.
It looked like a little like Slazenger one, didn't
it? Yeah, like for a young person.
Guys, no. Trust me, you can fuck somebody up with one of those little baseball bats. I've done it before.
Look who we got in chat, bro. Dude, look at this guy.
I am chopped, bro. I'm looking chopped.
Look at this guy, bro. Jumping in here to save the stream. What are you up to today, D-Wag? Yeah. What do you got going on?
Oh, bro, we got some gay shit going on. My fucking engine blew up.
What? Yeah,
all kind of gay shit.
Not the Challenger. The Challenger's engine went kaput. What happened?
The Challenger's chopped, bro. I'm chopped. Motherfuckers is chopped. I'm gonna get a baseball bat and chop motherfuckers.
Were you racing it late at night? We all know that you do that, like that Fast and the Furious, the Tokyo Drift. You're racing it.
I didn't. Yeah, I thought you just put when you put gas in the car, the oil, whatever. You ever put oil in the car or something? I don't fucking know. Anyway, bro, we just out here riding my sister's shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's tight, bro.
Man, don't lie.
Real leather. This ain't even pleather, bro. This is some shit.
Don't lie. We all know that's like one of your 40 cars, D-Wag.
Like I'm gonna have to put my PS5 up in this bitch.
Yeah, we all know
I'm gonna hook this PlayStation up to this bitch. But I'm trying to talk to James, my ninja James, bro. Even though I'm chopped, looking chopped today, real quick, because I'm in the hood. I gotta drop some shit off.
Yeah.
Some packages. James, do the people like you, like the citizens, and over there in bumfuck Egypt, like, do they like believe this nonsense, or is this just like police propaganda? Like, do the police believe this shit? Like, do they buy into it?
What are your thoughts, James?
Well, you saw that video, didn't you? Did you see anyone come to his aid or kick up a fuss?
Nobody came to help him. No.
No one came to his aid. No one kicked up a fuss because they don't want to get arrested.
Yeah.
They don't want to intervene. The cops are heavy-handed around white people. I've said this since we come on stream from the jump, and I think some people think it's silly and they don't believe it. But when I think of our country and how quick it was to take over because we're a small island and you could fit us in California, you could fit us in fucking Texas, but it's going to be a slow burn with you. But you saw how when Mamdani got his claws into New York, how quickly he incorporates his beliefs, socialist, communism, his way of life. And that's what Sadiq Khan did in London. So if you see that's London, that's going to go to New York and that's going to go to everywhere else. And I don't say this to be alarmist or to be like a dickhead from across the pond slacking off your country. But I'm trying to be like a warning. It's like you've got to try and like stand up to it because you see now, don't you, on TV, the Democrats are electing socialists, communists, people that want to abolish the police. They want to abolish prisons. They don't want murderers. They don't want rapists. They don't want pedophiles convicted.
They're Democratic socialists. They're Democratic socialists. Not the same thing, James. They just do the same thing. Sorry.
Now, D-Wag, where are you going to? You gonna go get some donuts right now? Where you on your way to?
Man, we in the motherfucking hood, bro. We gotta drop off. We gotta be slanging that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Slanging that shit, cuz.
Yeah. So you're probably
we are here. We in the hood. We are actually in downtown.
Oh, you're downtown.
That's probably chopped, but yeah. So James, like, how do your people like? Are there like a significant amount of the population that actually believes like the bull propaganda stuff, but like, oh my god, they're just like they actually believe it, or are they just scared of the police?
What are your thoughts on that, James?
No,
do they believe it, or are they scared?
They
of the
believe
police?
it. They bought into it lock, stock, and barrel. Why do you think we got people on social media that are parroting socialism and communism? You know what I mean? We've got plenty of Hassan Pikers in this country. You just don't know about them because, like, you've got plenty in your own country.
Yeah.
You know, they're spewing propaganda all over the place. It's like, what have I always said when I do like a little tweet? I say, like, the enemy within. We got them all over the shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not something you want to talk about because it's fucking,
depressing.
It's alarmist and it's boring, but they're fucking... They're depressing. You want to talk about fun stuff and have a laugh.
Yeah.
Watch fucking movies, take the piss out of each other like me and D-Wag do all day, every day.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's fucking, look at him. Look at that cute little face. I want to grab his cheeks.
I gotta chop my shit. But yeah, me and James go hard in the paint, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we do, because it's fun, isn't it? You got an American, you got an English, and we have good times, but it's like, we know, don't we? You see it with England. I say this, and I love this country. It's a fucking shithole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if I wasn't born to this country, I wouldn't stay and live here. You know what I mean? And I see what's happening to your country.
Yeah.
Right? You're talking about moving, aren't you? Maybe you got to move. Maybe you got to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
well,
bollocks.
I got a little topic here. It's similar. It's on topic.
All right.
Like I'm starting to see a lot of people push back, James. Like the United States is fucking huge, dog. But I'm starting to see people starting to like push regular people. Like my mom, my stepdad, like, you know, family members and shit, bro. Like they used to tell me I was crazy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, even though I'm a goddamn genius. And takes the 99%
let's go.
reading, writing, and math.
Yeah.
In the nation.
Yeah.
And they're like telling me like I'm crazy. So I'm starting to think, you know, because I'm smart. I'm just like, well, everybody's telling me I'm just crazy and shit. But like, no, yeah.
Sorry, now I don't have a I don't have a 160 IQ like D-Wag.
Yeah.
I barely have a 60 IQ.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see that D-Wag's mum's pushing back.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, those people are starting to push back because the restrictions have gotten so bad. Like, dude, they're kicking out like 7,000 Haitians that they had working at all the fucking FedEx factories and shit, like where none of us Americans could get jobs.
Yeah, facts.
And they had these ghost jobs.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? So like then like my dukes and shit hit me up. Luckily now I'm selling them pounds and you know what I'm saying? We out here gang, Stu Whoop, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at it. Street life, gang. But yeah, they're sitting there, you know, shaming me, you know, getting that shame and shit. But now they're starting to see these restrictions and the policies and stuff. And like, I remember when my sister, we're 10 years apart. So like when she was younger, like we had moved up the ladder, social ladder, and she actually believes black people didn't know how to get fucking IDs.
Yeah.
And shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm seeing pushback. Are you guys? I'm curious, like, as to you, if you guys are.
Yeah. James has one question though. He wants to know if your sister is single.
Yeah. And does she shave?
Plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
She's a he. Yeah, I got a brother. Never mind.
Watch out.
But does she shave? Does she shave her beard?
Yeah. Now James knows that you have a sister. You better watch out, bro. He's gonna go find her.
Yeah. You're at disadvantage now. I'm gonna track her down.
I found out I had a sister before I fucking even met this dude. Like, you know what I mean? This is fucking creep. I'm just kidding.
Do you know what I love about D-Wag? I'm watching a white guy, but he sounds like a black guy.
That's
crazy, isn't it?
That's true. Yeah,
it's mad.
I see this guy named James, and he sounds like an Australian, and he looks like an Australian, mate, and he ain't got no hair.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Now, I got one more topic before we bounce out of here, guys, and I want to get your take on this. You might be excited, D-Wag. Chick-fil-A is going to drop chicken and waffles menu, bro. It's dropping August 24th, where you have 2 waffles and they put the chicken in between it. What are your thoughts on that, D-Wag? Are you pumped about this?
Well, none of you guys asked if you guys had any pushback, but I mean, there ain't going to be no pushback except for the lines and shit with all the blacks fighting over this shit right now.
Oh, bro, facts. Yeah, everybody's going to be going crazy about chicken and waffles, bro.
Like Chick-fil-A used to be a nice establishment, you know what I mean? Like good standing white folk and good standing other races could go up there, enjoy some delicious chicken and milkshakes and some fancier type of condiments and stuff, you know.
Condiments,
Condiments.
You know, like you go to Chick-fil-A, they give you fucking buckets of ketchup. You know what I'm saying?
It used to be that way.
It's fucking nice.
Going downhill now, bro. I don't know. They're gonna appeal to the urban market, bro. We got Force Mommy in the chat. She says, "Shout out to the sister." Would D-Wag's sister ever want to come on stream and meet James? Let's fucking go.
The future Mrs. Grabham, right? We're gonna get her to shave her face, and then we're gonna give her a bit of the old Grabham charm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even let James pet my dogs.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Them fighting words. Words.
My brother. Yeah, she's transitioning.
She's transitioning.
Now, so
yeah, that's hilarious.
No, well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know what we'll see what's going on. Maybe get a little.
I'm going to be finding her later. D-Wag
sister. Yeah, let's go.
D-Wag sister. Dumbass is Googling it.
Yeah.
D-Wag sister.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
D-Wag sister.
Forrest Mommy in the chat, she says she loves chickens and waffles. I always make waffles the next day with leftover fried chicken. Oh, hell yeah.
Do you know what I want to know about that, Lo? Your establishments. Is it true that your chicken establishments, black women get into like knockdown, drag out fights, or is that just AI on the internet?
No, that's real.
Do they get in knockdown, drag out fights over chicken?
Yeah.
Where I live, it happens because I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
Like when you live out in the suburbs, like you're probably not gonna see that as much. Like, you know what I mean? Like the ratchetness decreases. Like, dude, like where I'm at right now, bro, motherfuckers get shot for no reason.
Well, D-Wag, don't let D-Wag confuse you. He's really
like, the internet's gone, guys. I love you. I'm out.
All right, D-Wag's really a millionaire, bro. Don't let him confuse you, bro. He's rolling around in there in the fucking. He's in a G-wagon right now, bro. But yeah, no, I was gonna say the funny thing about
I'm gonna have sex with D-Wag's sister.
That's what I was saying. We gotta that's what I was saying. We gotta get D-Wag's sister on here, bro. 100%. We'll talk to Forrest Mommy about maybe helping to make that happen. We gotta.
Could you imagine that, right? If I come to America and D-Wag comes over and he wakes up in the morning and finds me in the bed and I'm like,
Yeah. Shout out to Charlie. Charlie Snogans in the chat. Good to see you, bro. We're gonna do a conspiracy thing over soon, but yeah. No, how funny would it be if we hooked James up with D-Wag's sister, bro? He would.
Do you want to know something, right? Do you want to know how petty I am?
What?
I'd marry D-Wag's sister out of spite.
That would be so funny, bro. I think I have seen a picture of her. She is pretty cute. So you got that going for you too.
Then. But do you know sometimes when you get sisters or you get siblings, have you ever seen that they have a real striking resemblance to the brother?
She does.
So you're having sex with them and then you picture the brother.
I mean, well,
it's mad.
Yeah, you like D-Wag anyway, so you guys that'll work out just fine.
Yeah, exactly. It works both ways for me. You know what I mean? If I don't get anywhere with the sister, there's always D-Wag to fall back on.
Yeah, 100%, bro. But no, Charlie just got here, and Charlie, sorry, bro, we're wrapping up right now. We've gone our 2 hours. Hope you're having a great day out there, though. I hope everybody out there is having a fantastic one, a fantastic hump day. John, we talked about a lot of stuff. We saw what the migrants and the engineers can build on a beachfront property over there with their sticks and shacks and everything like that. We talked about D-Wag's sister quite a bit. What are your final thoughts as we wrap it up?
You know, they want to replace our engineers with a bunch of Indians, right? But did you see what those California natives did?
Well, what'd they do?
Those are some engineers.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Making all the fucking
the shanties. Yeah, the shanty skyscrapers. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, bro.
But then they want to bring in Indians because they say Americans aren't smart or hard working enough. You just got to give them some meth.
Yeah, just got to give them a little bit of meth and they'll be okay. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's my final thought.
So you're gonna
find me here every. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, go on. Say what you're gonna say.
Oh no, go you.
Oh, I was gonna say, so you're gonna do the PTP podcast tonight, right, on Rumble?
Yeah, it's basically me and Mike are doing a show. I'm not ready to do it on my channel yet, so because he has what's it called, StreamYard, and I really don't want to spend the money on StreamYard.
Facts.
I have to.
Yeah, I hear that.
So we're doing it all on his channel for now, but it's gonna be Monday on his channel, Wednesdays on mine. Once I figure out what I'm going to do about that.
Yeah.
But right now, Monday, Wednesday, 2 a.m., Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
You can find me here on Bruvs Unite every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then for the time being, I'm doing the Off-Label podcast every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Fantastic. I'll be retweeting that. I'll probably be jumping into the chat. And if I am camera worthy, I'll jump on the stream for maybe 15
minutes. You still go on with that Just Gina? You still do that?
I went on last night actually.
Nice.
With Sean and Gina.
Fantastic.
It was our buddy Daniel, the Australian cunt's birthday.
Daniel
stream.
Clancy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So we went on that, and maybe Davey also went on Third Railify a lot. I go on there randomly whenever they have space and I have time.
Right.
I'll probably have some more spaces open now there. So
and that's how it happens, and go give John a follow on X. That's a Third Rail Politic on X with a 3. and an R and a D.
It's a third rail podcast.
Oh, third rail podcast.
Politics on Rumble and YouTube, and PT Pod Show on Rumble for our show every Monday.
Fantastic. Wednesday. I'll be reposting that tonight. I'll probably be jumping it in the chat at least. James, we got Big B Trucker in the chat. He says, could I interest James with a mentally unstable sister-in-law? You could be a stepdad. What are your thoughts on that as we wrap it up?
It sounds like I'm winning the lottery, so I will consider it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'll put it under due consideration. I was actually going to talk about B Trucker because we spoke a lot about Indians tonight in a disparaging way, which is how you always should speak about Indians.
Right.
And like I think about Big B Trucker when you had everyone was getting like those fake licenses, weren't they? Driving licenses to drive
the
trucks.
CDLs, yes.
And it's like, why would you import? Because that's a good, honest job for good, honest Americans driving trucks. That's a worthy job, a worthy occupation.
Right.
And like you're importing all these Indians to drive trucks, and they're not qualified. They're faking. They're doing scam driving licenses, and they caused all these accidents and crashes that I saw online. So I was thinking about that with Big B Trucker, and I will take your offer under due consideration. And the fish and chips look really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. If you could drop the PTP link in the chat, John. We got Charlie's asking about it. People like you, John. I'm sorry, bro. Everybody likes Miami John. Everybody likes South.
That's a ridiculous time for me, though, isn't it? It's like 7 in the morning or something, like 7 a.m., isn't it?
Yeah, and everybody loves South London James. So James.
Yeah, it's 7 a.m. your time, James. So.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult considering your sleeping schedule.
Yeah, that's why I got myself a James
I'll
clock
be up
right
and ready
now.
for work, mate. I tell you.
Yeah,
I'll be doing the old Edward Scissorhands. Mate, I tell you.
Yeah, let's go. Big B Trucker says, James, they are the worst on the roads. Thank you, James. Yeah, completely agree with that.
Exactly. I feel like, that's a good blue collar job, isn't it? Being a truck driver.
Yeah.
Some of the coolest movies I've ever watched have involved truck driving. It's like, I love it as a profession, the outside looking in. It just seems to me it screams America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're importing these fucking foreign hordes to take American jobs.
Yeah.
That's a good job. You know what I mean? You can do it. You don't have to have a college education. You can be a truck driver. You can earn a living for your family. So don't be importing migrants to do work that good, honest Americans could do. I'm against that. I've always been against that. I feel the same about it in this country. So don't import inferior people.
100%, bro. And that's the crazy thing too, is that like, why are we doing H-1B visas for people who are not important or have unique qualities? We're importing baristas, bro. We need to stop this shit.
Big B, gonna scrub the toilets.
D-Wag. Big B Trucker says they've been doing it for 22 years. Okay, D-Wag, now that you're back, we want to talk about this love connection between your sister and James. We want to figure out how do we make this happen, bro.
No, I ain't even doing it. No.
That's that song go into the chapel and I'm marrying D-Wag's sister.
Luckily, like you guys.
Can you imagine if I was your brother-in-law? That would
be amazing.
If I was your brother-in-law.
I fucked with Zayd so hard. Oh no. Service, no. I fucked with Zayd so hard with this joke one time.
Yeah.
Oh, when I smashed his box.
Yeah. Oh, he smashed his box. Yeah.
Zayd's box.
Yeah.
I made this joke of something like, I was like, yeah, you can marry my sister. And I had this big story about how he would come over to Thanksgiving, and I'd talk about how I smashed his box, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time I see him.
Yeah. What?
You know what I mean? He thought it was for real as fuck too. But
yeah. Well, I don't know. So I think it could be a little competition between James and Zayd, maybe for the hand of. We could even stream it.
I don't think so.
We could stream it, D-Wag. Think of the numbers.
Jesus, I'm going to need to get a fucking stepladder. He's 8'6". How am I going to fight him?
The only reason I even said I had a sister was because of your guys' low numbers. Like, if you guys had clout, like, I wouldn't fucking mention anything to you guys.
Yeah. D-Wag slipped up, bro.
There we go. Hang on. I'm just getting Google up.
Yeah,
Where does D-Wag's sister live?
Yeah, facts, bro.
In America.
D-Wag, Charlie's giving you a shout out in the chat, Charlie Snogan. So shout out to D-Wag, shout out to Charlie.
Charlie's my man, dude.
Yeah, Charlie's awesome.
Amazing artist like him.
And he's funny, bro. Charlie's hilarious.
Charlie's smart too. Yeah. He's real cool. He's real chill. he's into a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of them rabbit holes.
Yeah.
We be talking about. Y'all gotta get him,
Yeah.
Zayn, and fucking Jonah Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Jonah.
Bro,
We'll get Jonah.
Y'all would fucking kill it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But go give D-Wag a follow too on Darren Wagoneer official on X, and also Swag Tunes. You're gonna be coming out with a whole bunch of animations pretty soon, huh?
Darren Wagner X. It's Darren Wagner X on Twitter, but I'm gonna change that.
Okay.
But you can look up Swag Tunes, and you'll see me as a little kid on the cover of Karate Magazine when I was the world's most dangerous fighter.
Yeah. And that's on YouTube.
Swastika Tunes. Is that what you changed it to? Swastika Tunes.
Swastika Tunes, though.
I like that. That's the Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. Schnauzer Max in the chat says brother-in-law. Bruv-in-law. I love it. Yeah, that's
definitely.
fantastic.
D-Wag would love to see me all the time. He'd be like, I'd never get to see the sister.
Yeah.
He'd be coming over in one of his luxury cars, taking me
Me
out.
and James would be playing Madden against each other, having like tournaments and shit where we do fantasy drafts, and it's like, I'm like, yeah, James, your players suck. That's why I won last week.
Yeah.
You know, mine are out there working out, doing lifts. You know, yours are out there partying and clubbing. That's why you suck, dude.
Well, I would see if,
and then I'll tell you how great your sister sucks.
Yeah. No, James. No, here's what. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If James married into the family, I think him and D-Wag would hang out more than James would hang out with your sister. I think that's what would end up happening.
That's true.
I don't know what would be worse, fucking James marrying my sister, or being forced to hang out with James.
That would be pretty funny, bro. Then James could move to America, bro. That solves all the problems. All we got to do is talk to the sister, 100%.
Hey, when you guys never see me on this channel again, just know this was the start of D-Wag's fucking like huge hatred and gay opportunity towards Ray and them. It's gonna be blowing up behind the scenes. Yeah. D-Wag is gonna spaz out, but none of you guys are gonna see it unless they expose the DMs. I'm gonna be keeping the nice face on, but
That's
Do you know what you should do when you get home tonight? You should get your Cintiq out, because I know you're a bit of an artist, and you should draw an impression of a cartoon of me marrying your sister. I want to be in a nice tuxedo, preferably a blue one, and then I want your sister to be in a nice white tight-fitting dress, and we can imagine what it would be like when we're walking down the aisle.
As the artist's interpretation, like this doesn't have to be photo accurate, correct?
Yeah, doesn't have to be photo accurate. That's right.
Nah.
This is the start of D-Wag's villain arc.
Yeah. This is gonna be.
I'm a talented artist. Like I'm like Charlie Snogans. Like you can get him if you want some like implied realism.
Oh, he does great women. Yeah, Charlie does fantastic women. Yeah, he does the women the way they should be done. Drawn. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like Bahuga.
Yeah, he does good.
Charlie and Kenneth Rosaport.
Yeah,
draw the sexiest women.
Yeah, facts, bro. Bar none. Agreed. We're gonna wrap it up though, guys. We're having a great time.
Whatever.
Yeah, and give James a follow. James Domenico Grabbin on X. James Domenico Grabbin 81 on YouTube.
Yeah, the shorts are doing nice this week. We're getting like 2K views nearly, so that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, once you get there, I was gonna, you know what I'm saying? Just
I know what you're gonna.
You know what I mean? But
I know what he's gonna say.
I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
Once you get to 2,000 views and shit like that, James, and you can keep going, it's gonna be sporadic. But if you keep going and you start tightening your shit up, I found that once you get to that 2,000, right?
Yeah.
It used to cap me.
Yeah.
I used to be capped. Like there was nothing you could do. You could put the most effort into it. It starts growing. It starts growing. So you'll grow from there. But yeah, I get like a bunch of subs on some stupid video I made the other day, and then like all my old videos, I've got like 20K views this month.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
So just only put one.
Yeah. Shout out to Professor Grassweir glazing you in the beginning of the stream, bro. If you want to go back and watch that. But I was going to ask James one quick question before we get out of here. James, are you going to sign up to D-Wag's life coaching classes or what? You going to get him as a life coach?
Yeah, when I look at myself and see how out of shape I am and poorly dressed and, not very attractive. And then I think I too can look like D-Wag, I can,
Yeah.
And I can get 20,000 views, which is what we all want.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I admire the view count.
100%.
James, I can work. I've worked with worse than you. You know what I'm saying? So, you got potential.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you haven't worked with much better, have you? I mean, look at this. For like raw material.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
Good looking, charismatic.
But I can do it. That's how good I am.
By far I said this, D-Wag, you're a better streamer than me, but you could never be as good as me on the mic. It's impossible. I am the best on the mic.
Fighting words.
There is no one that can touch me. You can go on any stream and there isn't anyone that can touch me on the mic. You're a better streamer than me, but on the mic, there's no comparison. If you and me were to try and do like a rap battle, I would crucify you. It would be
rap battle soon, John. Should we do a rap battle soon?
It would be a massacre.
Oh, yeah,
I'm in England, James Brandon. I'm gonna pull out my knife and I'm gonna stab him. He's gonna be getting up and I'm gonna dab him.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna push him back on the ground and I don't know.
Oh, it fell apart, D-Wag. It didn't run.
Gotcha. No, this is service.
All right. All right.
We got the service back. Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah. It was a service. Yeah. It was a service, man. It was a service. Yeah. They play it off on a service. Everybody.
And if you're watching D-Wag's sister, get a glimpse of your future husband, the Adonis. James Domenico Grabham. This is your future, darling. Imagine it.
Drop him a DM. Let's go.
Come on.
Hey, yo, Ray, delete this stream.
This is your future. You just got to grab it.
I'm going to be related to Mr. Clean.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Bars.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, people, because we can keep going, obviously, because we're fantastic. And you guys are fantastic, but people got stuff to do. I got to go ahead and get dinner started, but big shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope you guys are having a fantastic hump day. Thanks for hanging out with us. Shout out to D-Wag for saving the stream. Shout out for John for starting the stream.
Yep.
And shout out to James for being the best mic on the stream. 100% people. Knuckles up. We're out of here, people. Shout out to y'all.